Middle Finger Monday coming up on 95 Will Rock, the Rock Station, Will Rock Morning Show. Tom and Leah, it is 7:01. If you have a middle finger, well, I mean, if you don't, sorry, I'm not going to deal. If you have a comment you would like to make that would sound like somebody giving middle finger, if you lost your middle finger, that's
it'd be the worst finger to lose.
No, the thumb would be. Do we count the thumb as a finger?
Sure.
Or are we just counting are we just saying the other four fingers? The thumb would be the worst.
Why? I don't think
opposable thumbs is what separates us from the chimps. Do you not understand this? This is why we have houses and cars and computers and TikTok is because we have opposable thumbs.
So if I didn't have thumbs, I'd lose my house.
How would you scroll TikTok? How would you pay your mortgage? How would go all day without trying to use your thumb?
Well, you yelled at me for hitting the counter, so I got to sit on my hands.
That's a completely different issue. That sounds like
she
a
only gets it
personal
with her
problem.
thumbs.
But no thumb. But so when I say you think there's a more important. You think the middle finger. You think flipping somebody off is better than being able to pick things up.
I've honestly never thought about my thumbs before.
Here, catch this. I'm going to throw it at you, and you catch it and do it without your thumb.
Right.
I'm not going to throw anything at you yet. We'll get there. But no, you need your thumb.
I've never thought about it.
Other than that, I guess the middle finger because it's the most declarative of the fingers.
Right.
All right. So anyway, Middle Finger Monday, figuratively speaking, if you would like to flip somebody off, text in now to 815-283-0095. Studio, the keyword. Somebody on the text line earlier said turn Tom Tube on. I guess they want to see day one of the new Will Rock Morning Show. You don't wave at the TV. You wave at the camera.
I know, there's a delay.
You were the people at the sporting event waving at the Jumbotron.
That's
no,
me.
You wave.
Oh, is it right there?
You figure out where the camera is
It's
and you
right
wave
there.
at the camera.
Hi.
There you go.
Okay.
I don't know why we're waving. One person wanted to see what's going on in here on the first day. So
there we go.
Oh, spiraled quickly. What was it? Dearie. Oh, dearie.
Oh, heavens.
Any heavens to Betsy. See, that's the show I want to do. Heavens to Betsy. I want that to be the anyway. Text in now to 815-283-0095 studio, the keyword, and we'll do Middle Finger Monday. And you can watch it all on TomTube because that's exciting. We'll read those coming up next. 7:04.
Partially sunny today with a high near 48. Tonight, cloudy, low of 30. And tomorrow, sunny with a high near 50. It is 29 in Crystal Lake and 30 in Volo.
And time for the 95 Will Rock 95 second news update. An investigation underway after a fatal fire in Vernon Hills took place yesterday morning around 3 o'clock at an apartment building. One person pronounced dead on scene. The other died at the hospital. Everyone else, well, they can't find a place to live right now because the whole building was declared uninhabitable. A weekend fire in Barrington Hills left the home unlivable as well. The Saturday morning blaze took multiple fire departments to put out. One firefighter was injured. That person, though, treated on scene. No one else was hurt. 95 Will Rock Sports brought to you by Windy City Rooter. They drain your pipes, not your wallet. NCAA tournament number 15, Princeton, Leah's new favorite team, continues out there. The other lowest
You
seed.
can't do that. Like, I knew Princeton was the underdog, and they were going to do it all along.
I just like Princeton. I like saying that I know someone. Do you know anyone that graduated from Princeton?
You got me there.
Okay.
I know somebody that got arrested at Rutgers, which is
There you go.
close to Princeton.
It's like 27 million brackets, by the way, and none of them are perfect.
Yeah. Nobody knew Princeton. If somebody had Princeton to go all the way.
Well, what was the other? Fairleigh Dickinson? I know they lost yesterday.
Yeah, Purdue
but
is out. Nobody like my bracket is. I had Northwestern going all the way, and they put up a good fight.
Yeah, they almost came back.
Did you do that for Jen Mar?
Yeah. No, well, they look good in the middle part of the season. Yeah, I was talking to Jen Mar. I'm like, they beat Purdue as well.
They beat three ranked teams in a row, I believe.
Like maybe they're the underdog. And I did it because of the odds. Like I bet $20 on it would have been like $2,000 because I'm a degenerate.
No brainer.
Had nothing to do with Jen Mar. It's because I'm a degenerate gambler.
Bucks winners over the Raptors in professional basketball. Bucks take on the Bulls take on the 76ers tonight. Blackhawks take on the Avalanche. Cubs, White Sox, Brewers all went to the Cactus League. Brewers and Mariners today. White Sox and Diamondbacks. Cubs are off. Admirals get a win over Grand Rapids. The Wolves lose in a shootout yesterday. Despite their fancy green jerseys, they lost to Manitoba.
And finally, do you have your obituary written already?
I'm not writing my own obituary.
My dad called me the other day and told me he was working on it.
Working on his own.
Yeah, he wants to write his own obituary,
No,
but
I've been working on George Bailey's. I have. I've been working on his, and I have my funeral plot. I have my in St. Andrew's
That's nice to
Cemetery in
do.
Delavan. I have my forever place. I've told everybody this story. I'm right between my dear sweet mother and Biff Pancratz. And if I can find somebody else that will go down for the dirt nap with me, I have the extra slot available.
Oh, you bought two?
Well, I didn't buy. My mother bought a row.
Oh,
so it's all that we have a whole row, and there's a tree, and it's very nice. We're very near the
pretty.
Hispanic section, and they throw good parties.
Oh,
and,
yes, of course they
seriously,
do.
like their
I
funerals.
like- and I
I
like-
go there, and they'll have a funeral going on. I'm like, I want my funeral to look like
right.
that.
I like a good funeral.
Yeah. So, but I have my spot. And I want to go find Biff's wife, who's not down there yet, and say, hey, we're going to be spending eternity next to each other.
In the
But
dirt,
it could
yeah.
be really cruel. Or do a broadcast there. But I can't find anybody to sleep next to go down next. You're not sleeping. You're dead. To go down next to me.
YOLO, maybe. Have you
I
guys
know
discussed?
she's a Bears fan, and she will not be buried in Wisconsin. Yeah. Plus, I don't know.
Draws the line.
Right.
I'm a Packer fan, but I'm not trying to spend eternity with you. I'm not even
All right. Well, if you
sure
want the
about
spot,
this
it might
week.
be available. So yeah, right. We'll see if we get to Tuesday.
But this Georgia woman, she decided to honor her father by writing his obituary, and it turned out to be a doozy. So Leah, she held nothing back when it came to her dear dad, Kenneth. She wrote, "This hard as nails redneck SOB finally found something meaner and more stubborn than himself."
Wow.
She was referring to the sepsis that took his life.
Wow.
Another juicy part included his marriage. And she said, like every sad cowboy song, he couldn't stay married. But that didn't keep him from trying again and again. He had a total of 4 legal marriages and divorces.
He was it was what do they call a serial monogamist?
That's
yeah,
that's
yeah.
also my dad, too. This.
Yeah.
I wonder. No, my dad's still alive.
Well,
but
just, all you got to do is take this lady's and take her dad's name out.
take
Throw your
Kenneth
dad.
out and
Yeah.
put Ray in. Yeah. He also had one common law marriage under his belt that they know of. The lengthy obit ended with an invitation to a celebration of life for Kenneth with free food and beer at 6. And then people can start talking crap about Ken and his life around 7. She also asked people in lieu of flowers to take a trip to the dollar store in his honor.
Well, there you go. there are people who that is the kind of obit you'll get.
That's
It's
kind
the
of what
life
I
you lead.
want.
Yeah. People to be honest.
Right.
But hopefully not that. Everybody says they want a party, they don't want a funeral. I don't want. My dad was that way. We went to the bar and he was insistent. He gave me money when he was dying and said, go to the bar. Don't have a funeral. Go to the bar and don't let anybody buy any drinks. And I'm like, I got it, Dad. And
Open
all my
bar.
friends showed up. They just wanted open bar. So
I kind of want to have my funeral before I die.
yeah, I
Is
would
that
like
possible?
to do that.
Yeah.
I think the one but I mean, like you can't just do it now that you're going to die someday. I think the one upside to, and this sounds a little morbid or whatever, to having an end date, to knowing, okay, they've said you have 3 months to live or whatever, to have yourself a good old wake and
Right.
have your friends there and let them talk crap about you or say how nice you were.
Right. Do a nice
To
roasting.
your face. If they want you to lay there in a casket for like an hour or two, to whatever.
Well,
you know,
and I
you're
want to
laying
see
there.
who's crying.
Yeah, who cares? Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then for the next 3 months, you can be a dick to them. You know, 'cause they
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, or people that don't show or whatever. Yeah, and then they're like, oh, yeah, we read the chart wrong. You're going to live another 80, 90 years. You're fine. son Jake did Baldrick's with me yesterday, and we were getting in the car to go, and he's, oh, Dad, what's this? He had not seen my new Chevy from Ray Chevy and Fox Lake and Raymond Chevrolet in Antioch. I'm test driving the Chevy Trailblazer right now. You're going to love it. It's an awesome looking ride, feels good, drives good, and you look cool. It's they've got all the vehicles you're looking for at Ray and Raymond, whether it's a quality pre-driven vehicle or you need a new Chevy. You're going to find the vehicle you want with over 800 vehicles available. Finding your next Chevy will be super easy at Ray and Raymond. They've got the one you want. You don't have to compromise. They're going to give you the most for your trade. They're going to hook you up with great financing, and you're going to get the best price. Ray Chevy on 12 in Fox Lake won't be beat on price on a new Chevy. Raymond Chevrolet on 173 in Antioch won't be beat on price. Ray and Raymond won't be beat on price on a new Chevy. Go in and see them. Family owned and operated for over half a century. The place to get that new Chevy or quality pre-driven vehicle is Ray Chevrolet in Fox Lake or Raymond Chevrolet in Antioch. All right, let's go to the text line for Middle Finger Monday. See what we got. We'll just run down a few. Let's see. Middle finger to Leah for pounding on the counter.
Give it to me.
I got to get the sound here.
I don't know what it is. Why am I doing that? I don't know what to do with my hands.
Everybody who comes in there does that.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of training yourself not to.
But this isn't my first morning show.
Yeah, but people gesticulate when they talk. Maybe you did it the other place, but you didn't notice.
Maybe.
Because you were.
I talk with my hands.
Yeah, gesticulation. Yeah. Middle finger to not be able to keep Stino, but you can get a new girl as a temporary. I call BS. She's not temporary. I call them all my temporary contemporaries because everybody is coming. Joni, Lisa, Emily, Stino, everybody's come and gone. Now, the first three by their own choice because of family things and other jobs and things and folding cheese. And then Stino because of the reduction in force we had here. And it's not BS. Leah, they can get more out of her because she can be on a completely different. She's going to be on multiple stations, and her predecessor wasn't in her cards. So they're saving.
And she'll even say that. I mean,
she couldn't be on. They're saving money with Leah being here. So no BS. Middle finger to you for thinking you know what's going on here. I
love people that assume
with the
that.
post about the Disco 102, they made this beautiful graphic and all this wonderful stuff, and people were explaining what was going on there, and what they were explaining had no idea what they were talking about. People like to act like they know. There's behind-the-scenes stuff that you don't get. Middle finger to Kubi for saying Mancow was coming to replace Tom. That guy has tried to replace me many times. For a while there, they were saying we could have him for free on this station.
Who, Kubi or Mancow?
No, Mancow. Okay. Kubi was never in the works. But he was trying to get on here for free. He just wanted to get on the air somewhere in Chicagoland.
Really?
But the thing was, because it was barter. He would be on, but you would run his commercials, and then he would make money. But they always said no because we've always beaten him, even when he was on. I've always, if you look at our counties that we broadcast to, I've always done well, so it was not a deal. Middle finger to Thompson for trying to get with his new co-host behind the scenes. All right, I don't know who Thompson is, but middle finger Monday to the crap weather on Saturday in McHenry. Yeah,
so windy.
Shamrock's the Fox, cold and windy. Not good.
How'd that go? Did you do that? You did the parade, right? Did you walk?
No, we were supposed to announce it, and they didn't put up the announcing stand, so I got out of it. John Perry did it in the van.
Okay.
I didn't. I ended up. I was halfway there before I got told. I had to run around and find gear and stuff, and then I'm halfway there, and they're like, "No, you don't have to do it." I'm like, "All right, we're going back to bed."
to bed.
That's exactly what it was. Middle finger to Tom for acting like he had no idea what the plan was for the new program. I didn't act like I had no idea. I never said I didn't have any idea. I said we were cobbling together. Plan. There is no plan still over here. We literally, Tim being on at the top and bottom of the hour, we're pulling out of our ass. No one's told us this. The fact that Leah is on, I wasn't even sure it would happen today because I didn't know if the new thing over at Disco 102 was going to work. And I don't know if
because I was still holding it down even after they fired my host.
And I don't know if this is, I don't know of what they're doing. I don't know. This is 3 or 4 steps above my pay grade. So no, I didn't act like anything. I said we would be getting a new temporary contemporary. And Leah took offense to that term when I first said it because I thought she thought it meant that she was going to get blown out or whatever. No, I'm waiting for the one to come along to be here when I'm done.
You're going to be the next one to go.
That might be you. I mean, it's overdue, right? Middle finger Monday to my PP for being too big. All right, we're going to be done with that. That's not a thing. Middle finger Monday to turning 40. Shamrocks and Fox getting a lot of middle finger Mondays for the weather. Middle finger Monday to 32 degrees. Tell me something good. My brother came out finally. Well, good for him. That's excellent. Let's see. Let's go with that. We'll do Tell Me Something Good. Let's do Tell Me Something Good. You got something good, text it in now to 815-283-0095. Studio, the keyword, will brighten your Monday with something good. If you have something good, please share it. 815-283-0095. Something good, happy, braggy, whatever you got. 717 Will Rock Morning Show. Thanks to the Rain Raymond Auto Group in Fox Lake and Antioch.
Partially sunny today with a high near 48.
Partially sunny?
Partially.
Okay. I thought you said
Whatever. Am I stroking out right now? I don't know. I'm overwhelmed.
Partially sunny is good. That's where you go outside and you need a drink of water. It's very sunny. I could use some water. It's partially sunny. You've invented a new term that actually works. That's a sniglet when you invent things like that. Hey, basketball mayhem. We were talking about that earlier, and Leah suddenly is a Princeton fan.
I am. I know someone who graduated from
My
it.
son Sam, I would watch NASCAR with him. I'd be like, Sam, who you rooting for? He's like, what's that car in front? I go, well, that's Kurt Busch. He's like, I'm rooting for that. And then it would change. He's like, well, who's that? And Matt Kenseth. Oh, I'm rooting for Matt Kenseth. So that's Leah. See how you're doing in our 95 Will Rock basketball mayhem. Do you still have a perfect bracket? If you do, you're a savant. But if you do, you got a shot at $1 million. It's thanks to Volo Museum. See rare collector cars, military museum, and life-size dinosaur exhibit, volofun.com. And Germano's Pizzeria, ribs, sandwiches, wings, and salads, germanos.com. Check your standings. Go to basketball mayhem at 95willrock.com. Will Rock Morning Show, Tom and Leah, TSG. Tell me something good on the text line here. Let's see. Let's just run down a few and see what we got here. A lot of ones bagging on your predecessor. I'm not going to read those. There we go. Here's one. Tell me something good. When told to park his car, Josh stopped at the start-finish line in the Xfinity race and got out Antonio Brown style. All right. That's very good. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means
but
either.
it sounds good. It sounds good.
It's convincing that you did, though.
Tell me something good. What is Leah's eating habits? Will she eat her way through the entire show? Now, the two people before you started eating at the beginning of the show and ate the entire show. And if they didn't get to eat, it was like more than 40 minutes where they didn't get some food. They acted like they were about to die. They both had Do you eat the entire show?
I don't eat the entire show,
anything yet.
but I do eat in the morning, and then I'll eat my lunch about 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that good?
Yeah. Well, whenever you want. I didn't care. It was just weird the amount of food that needed to be.
It's weird the amount of food that they ate and the figure that they kept.
Right? Yeah. I don't know. I don't judge my coworkers by their figure, nor do I look at their figure or engage in any.
Sure.
Tell me something good. If Leah can touch her elbows behind her back, she'll last 10 years. Will you stop with that already? We're not falling
Not
for
there.
it. We're not falling for that.
No, I think maybe I could.
Leah,
No,
it's
that's not
to
a
get
thing?
you to throw your
okay.
bust outward. Did you not know that?
No.
Or were you kidding? They were just trying to get you through your
that's
chest
why
out on
everybody.
Tom, too.
That's why everybody.
Can you touch your nobody can touch their
I
elbows
don't
behind
think
their
that
back.
just hurt my back.
Right. I can't believe you fell for that. Tell me something good. Longtime listener, moved north of Madison in 2020, and my first child daughter is due tomorrow. So excited. Have a good day. So are we. That's awesome. TSG, it's officially spring. That's a good one. Spring is today. Hopefully the weather will warm up.
I thought it was the 21st.
Today is, I believe, spring. First day of spring.
I know. I've been seeing a lot of people saying that, but I thought it was the 21st.
I think it depends on some years. It's different. The vernal equinox, the autumnal equinox, the summer solstice, winter. Tell me something good. Pumped to have Leah with you. I remember when she auditioned before and she crushed it then. Excited to see where the show goes from here. She did not crush it then. That's why she didn't.
I did not.
She did 4 years of morning radio now, and she's got a.
Now I'm back.
Tell me something good. Took my family to Papa John's last night and invited my brother and cousin. Last minute, my cousin picked up the tab at Papa John's. Big spender. Nice.
Can you dine in at Papa John's?
I don't know. I don't like Papa John's. You know what my problem is
Because
with Papa
of the
John's?
Papa?
No, well, yeah, but because of the way he talks. When he would do the commercials and he would talk, you go, better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. He wouldn't move his lips.
Right.
I don't trust anybody that doesn't move their lips when they talk. I know that's me being weird. Thanks for a fun Friday morning. First time going. Had a great morning with my mom and catching up with friends I have not seen in years. That's awesome that they got reunited on the whole thing and whatever. So there you go. Tell me something good. My fruition came to light. I don't think you're using the word fruition correctly there. My fruition came to light, and Leah's back on WIIL Rock. I love you, Leah. Welcome back. My mornings can now be complete. There you go. And there are a bunch of other ones saying nice things about you. So
Oh, good. Tell me all the good things.
Congratulations. Well, we'll get you the text line. Yeah. Somebody just texted back and said Papa Julio's. Well, that would make more sense than is it the
Papa
same number than
John's.
the Papa John's thing? I'm like, oh, Papa Julio's. I misread it. So there you go. Papa Julio's. That's better. So he said, I'm taking everybody out to dinner. Where are you going? We're going to Little Caesars. They got the $5 pizzas. Yeah.
What do you do? Sit on the park bench outside of it?
Hey, everybody, let's go to dinner. Sit out on the curb stops out front. 725.
Partially sunny today with a high near 48.
I haven't even had coffee. Let's get that done. And then the number one thing I learned this weekend coming up in just a little bit. Here is Nonpoint on WIIL Rock. I'm just saying I have great expectations for the program. I think there's great potential here if we don't F it up.
If we don't get fired.
Yeah. Well, then that too. I mean, come on. 7:32, Will Rock Morning Show. Coming up next, number one thing I learned this week, I took a note. I have a question. It's already kind of been addressed here off the air. But, number one thing I learned this weekend involves a question. That is on the way next.
Partially cloudy. Partially cloudy.
Say partly.
Partly.
What did you say, parchly before?
Partially.
Or you
And
walk
now,
out.
well, now that's what I
She
keep
said
thinking of.
partially sunny. You walk outside, it's so sunny you need a drink.
Yeah.
Partially
parched.
sunny. I like that one. I seriously think like on a hot summer, write that down.
It's a partially.
Like on a hot summer day, call it a partially sunny day, and we'll crack a beer when you say it.
Noted. Noted.
But for now, just partly. Just
Partly.
Partly. Easier to say.
Partly.
Yeah.
It's partly sunny today.
We'll get it figured out. It's our first day.
High near 48. I haven't done weather in a long time either.
I thought it was your first day speaking English. My bad. Sorry.
I'm speaking cursive, actually.
English
tonight,
is her second language.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yes.
Tim. Tonight, cloudy with a low of 30, and tomorrow, sunny with a high near 50. It is 29 in Vernon Hills, and it is 30 in Round Lake
What's
Beach.
your first language?
That.
Yeah.
Slee stack?
Yeah.
Slee stack? That makes sense to people that were watch cartoons as children in the 70s.
When they didn't speak?
Google.
Is that what it's called?
YouTube Slee stacks.
Slee
You know what?
stacks.
I'm going to do it on the air right now. We got nothing else going on this morning.
Yeah,
I'm gonna YouTube it right now, and you'll hear the Slee stacks. Hold on a second. You're gonna like this. Tim, we'll get to your news in a minute.
That's fine.
Anybody coming here for? We're not WBBM. You know that, right?
No,
All right,
no.
Yeah.
No.
Anybody coming here for most of their news basically just knows where people have farted in the world.
Everywhere?
It is a land of the lost.
Land of loss.
Slee stacks.
Slee stack.
That's
The
me.
Slee stacks were and can I tell you, they scared the crap out of me. they hissed. Land of the Lost clip. Oh, that's the movie clip. Land of the Lost, Slee Stack God. Oh, you're going to hear the Slee Stacks in this. Here we go. Land of the Lost, the Slee Stack. Some country music. And Holly.
Oh, boy.
We're on an expedition. And then they fell over the waterfall and they ended up in the Land of the Lost. And where are the Slee Stacks? When they come walking, it scares. Here we go. This is you. Hear that? Oh, there's Chaka. Wait, here come the Slee Stacks. The Chaka is running, half human, half monkey. Here they go.
It's pretty close.
That's exactly
close.
what
It's
you're
going to be
doing.
partially cloudy today.
Yeah, partially cloudy. And in the background, I got to do like porn music. Watch that today. Land of the Lost, the Slee Stack God. And then you'll know what your first language is. I can't believe we went down that rabbit hole. Here's Tim with the news.
Time for the 95 Will Rock 95-second news update. A Zion man facing charges in connection with a fatal T-bone crash last year, Waukegan area. And Jarrell Brown faces counts of reckless homicide and DUI. That October 2022 crash that killed a 29-year-old woman and her 8-month-old son. It's time for the defense in the Zachariah Anderson trial in Kenosha. Anderson accused of stalking and killing Rosalio Gutierrez in 2020, then hiding his body. That body never been found. Prosecutors claim the killing was jealousy related. Will Rock Sports brought to you by Pratt's Chimney Service for cleaning, repairs, and rebuilds. Go to prattschimney.com. Bucks winners again. That seems to happen a lot. They beat the Raptors. The Bulls take on the 76ers tonight. Blackhawks, tough task. They take on last year's Stanley Cup champions, the Colorado Avalanche. Cubs, White Sox, Brewers. They all win in the Cactus League. Brewers and Mariners play today, as do the White Sox and the Diamondbacks. The Cubs are off. Admirals get a win. Wolves lose. And the NCAA tournament is down to the Sweet 16.
You talked about the Bucks don't seem to lose ever now, but the problem is then you get in the playoffs and you get swept in the first round.
Right.
Look at the NHL last year. The president who won the President's Cup last year was that's the most wins by a team.
What's it?
And
Florida.
Then they were out in the first round. They go out in the first. I think they were swept too.
Yeah, I think so.
So every time you say the Bucks just don't lose, I'm like, oh god, they're gonna get swept in the first round. So there's the regular season means nothing. Just get to the playoffs anyway.
And finally, technology has made
We
it.
can talk sports now, which is fun too. With our, thank you, Tim. That was great. I'm sorry, Leah. Back to what you were talking about.
Do you want to talk about this, or you want to go back to sports?
Ahead,
Okay.
I'm just excited we can talk about sports now a little
And
bit.
he's a hockey guy, so
it's good stuff.
Technology, it's made it a lot harder for criminals to use phones without being tracked down, right? So this woman, though, she made zero effort. She's from Maine. Her name is Megan Leavitt. And she was arrested on Saturday after making several calls to police, making fake claims about a Walmart. She first called to report an explosive device at the store. Then she called back to report a man with a gun at the same Walmart. Both calls, hoaxes. The police responded, but Megan was easily tracked down because
Used her own phone.
she not only was using her own cell phone, Tom, she was using it in an Uber on speakerphone. Uber driver heard
There's
it
a
all.
witness. Right. It's one thing to do it, but another thing, there's a human witness that can now testify against what you've done or whatever. So, yeah, that's what
May as well hold up that Roadrunner sign
Yeah.
that says, it's me.
Yeah.
There was a reason for the crazy, though.
Walmart pissed her off.
Oh, no,
Or
no.
she's the people of Walmart.
No,
What?
neither.
What?
Police say the woman made the calls because her boyfriend was about to be arrested at the Dick's Sporting Goods across the street, and she was trying to distract
Naps over there.
them.
I had a friend get pulled over one time, and I knew it. He had been drinking, and I'm like, I had been drinking less. So like, as I was going by, I sped, hoping that the cops would follow me instead of.
Did it work?
No, they already had him.
You tried,
They had
though.
punched their ticket, so and it didn't work. Why didn't the lady get a? I always see this in TV and in movies. People get burner phones, and then they'll like break them apart and throw them in the garbage. Well, I was like, I want to get a burner phone sometime, and I'm like, what would I get a burner phone? She should have got out. It's just fun,
To have two phones.
Fun.
That you could break at any moment.
I got a burner phone. Why did you just throw that phone out, Tom? That was my burner phone. Well, what are you doing illegal? Nothing. But but I'm a badass. I had a burner phone. SinusandSnoringMD.com is where you'll meet Dr. Swerdlin and his team, and you can fix your sinus problems, your nasal problems. Well, they'll fix them, but you going there is what gets the ball rolling, and it is the way to improve your entire life, because when you get better sleep, when you can breathe better, you get better sleep. You feel more rested during the day, and you're not dragging your butt around everywhere. SinusandSnoringMD.com can help you. That can affect your quality of life by putting a strain on your heart. chronic headaches, sleep deprivation, all these things can be taken care of. It's not a reality. It's not a fact of life. Most insurance is accepted. You don't need a referral, and they're going to get you taken care of. With locations in Kenosha, Oak Creek, Mount Prospect, and now Lombard, they're ready to help you. The place to start, SinusandSnoringMD.com. Will Rock Morning Show, the new incarnation, my new temporary contemporary Leah is here.
See, but people keep texting me and asking me if this is actually temporary.
Everything is.
I mean,
one day the sun will supernova. It will actually first enlarge and engulf the inner planets, burning Earth to a crisp.
What a way to brighten my Monday.
Everything
Tom.
is
Thank
temporary.
you.
Even my dirt nap spot next to Biff Pancratz is only temporary. Yeah. It's all temporarily. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you can live
Better
your life.
will be.
Yeah. Nothing matters. Nothing we do or say.
This really isn't that serious.
The only thing that matters is important connections, the people you love, and appreciating them and doing that right. This is just a stupid radio show. Yes, it's temporary, but because every co-host has been temporary. I just say that tongue in cheek, and that we won't last forever. I have great hopes for this program, even on day one.
Yeah, it will be good.
But you never know what's going to happen, especially with management. They get a bug up their butt about something and whatever. So
the higher ups want to raise, then.
Yeah, I think I have tenure here, and that's not that I can't be fired. It's just that I don't care when it happens because I got to do this for 30 years, and I think that's a win, and I'll take it and go home. I won't be
not a lot of people get to say that.
We had 5 fires. 3 took it in a professional and adult way, and 2 not so much. So it is what it. And I'm not judging those people because in their situation, I might be too, and I feel bad for them. So they need to whatever, but that's on them. So number one thing I learned this weekend, Leah did come out yesterday for Baldrick, so maybe I can ask you. Thank you to everybody who donated. I was the top money getter at the what is it, Hair for Hope at Greentown Tavern. Great day yesterday. Jim McCardle put on a great event.
He always does.
Our team, the Will Rock team, was the number one team for getting money. I was the number one person. I always say it's not a contest. It isn't. But I feel so good. And it's not like I shouldn't get any of the credit for this. It's the Will Rock listeners. It's Brian from Mills Pallet who matched donations. It's everybody who donated. And some huge donors. Even the little ones, they all add up. It's the people who donate. It's the people who volunteer. It's for a great cause. This is not me being fakely modest or whatever. It really has very little to do with me. Anybody in my position with a radio station and a morning show could put this kind of thing in, and they would do this.
Right.
So I just happen to be the one who's lucky enough to do it, and I got a medal.
You did get a medal. Show it off. Show it off.
Take it off.
Yeah.
It's TomTube is up and running. If you want to see what's going on in here. I got a medal.
There it is. It's huge.
It is.
Is that the biggest? Is that the biggest medal?
This is actually the second time I've gotten this medal.
Really?
I think there were other times I could have gotten it because I usually am the number one money getter. But
is that real gold?
Yeah.
Bite it.
It's real gold. Why does everybody say bite it?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
Bite it.
So it says on it, St. Baldrick's top fundraiser 2023. So there's my medal. My question is, how long, when does it become inappropriate for me to wear this? Like, I think today is probably over.
You kind of pushed it. Did you sleep in it or did you put it back on?
I did take it off.
Okay.
I was going to sleep in it, but it rattled and it fell around and
it's heavy.
and it's hard.
Yeah.
It was like I would roll over and it would dig in.
Now you know what it feels like to have. Yeah.
But I like to wear it around for a while. I think it depends on what the medal is. Like if you win an Olympic gold medal, don't you wear it?
You can wear it for life.
You wear it around,
Yeah.
right? If you want the guys who win the Congressional Medal of Honor, to me, should go everywhere with that on, and they should never pay for anything. Well, you're a Congressional Medal of Honor winner. Lunch is on us, or here's a car, or whatever. I mean, if you won that was you putting it all on the line for your country. This I should be able to wear around for a day and not. And I am proud of it, but more so, I'm proud of the organization that St. Baldrick's is and what they do. And I want people to realize this is not my real hair. So I did this
to raise money, right?
This is not. I know I look like Fester, basically.
I honestly don't think you look too bad.
Yeah. That's because I look. No, see, that's because I don't look good.
You're bearable to look at,
right? But I don't look good usually. So this is
it's
the bar is low on how I look. Right. So I told Yola if she'd do it because she was joking around about doing it. I think she'd be sexy with a bald head. You
don't know until it happens.
Right. It's a leap of faith. Yeah,
Like I could feel mine.
Yeah.
My head shape isn't. It wouldn't be a
Right,
pretty.
I have a
bald
nasty head.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I have scars and bumps and divots, and it's just not good. So, but thank you to everyone who made it possible. I'm going to probably just wear the medal today. All the donors, all the volunteers. Jim Ricardo put it on. Greentown Tavern, just a wonderful day. So proud of my son Jake, who is now I'm a night commander or whatever in St. Baldrick's. After so many years, you get ranks, and he is now he got his pin yesterday. Even though I think he was this last year, he was a knight in the.
He's a knight. Oh,
yeah.
okay. And how many years do you have to do that?
Seven. And then Yola's, I think.
Does it have to be consecutive? Do you know?
I don't know. I think so. Yola's son Jackson is first year. I'm very proud of him for doing it because he's 7 years old, and it's a big deal getting your head. Kids at school can be mean or whatever. But once you go 3 years, you can be a squire, so maybe he'll make it to that. I just think it's good that he's learning. We talked to him about why he was doing it and where
and he
the money
understands.
went. Yeah,
I mean, he's 7.
Yeah. Imagine having a kid that age and having to deal with cancer. So, and I think he gets that now. So, thank you to everybody who donated. Number one thing I learned this weekend is that WIIL Rock listeners are very generous and wonderful people for the donations, and I certainly do appreciate that. If you see me, ask me to see my medal, I'll probably have it like in my pocket if I'm not wearing it. It's 7:48.
Partly sunny today with a high near 48.
Coming up in a little bit, we'll do a number one thing. Leah learned this. Oh, we'll talk about Leah too. I guess I should have gotten a gift for you. There should have been flowers. We'll talk about gifts for Leah, the new morning show. Leah's here. If you want to comment on it or whatever, 815-283-0095. Studio, the keyword. It is up and running on TomTube, so you can see what's going on in here as well. Vixen in McHenry. No, I didn't make it out for Shamrocks and Fox. I was supposed to announce the parade, and then that got called off the announcing, which I was kind of happy because of how cold it was. Modern Day Romeo's played inside at the Vixen, I believe, on the Saturday night. Though, if you haven't been there for a show yet, at the Vixen, on Green Street, they're in downtown McHenry. Get there. Life of Agony and Sick of It All will be there tomorrow night. It's an all-ages show. You can get your tickets now online at 95willrock.com. And then this is a good one. Sunday, Saliva Through Fire, Any Given Sin going to be there. Well, the other one's good too. At the Vixen on Green Street in downtown McHenry. Details, tickets, everything on the concerts page under the Go tab at 95willrock.com. Play this because I'm real proud of this, and I played it to start the show this morning, and I just think it's seamless with the edits. This is the new show's theme. Okay, one. Aliyah. One more. That's good. You could barely tell that I did edits there. I heard from a lot of people that are like, "Oh, why don't you just do why don't you have a new one? Get a new any band that wants to do a new one." That's Grammy Award winner Jim Peterick, so I think we keep that one.
You have to.
And do I like it. It's the theme of the show, even though some of the stuff it had Joe in it, which is before Eddie. I think it's a good theme, so I'm going to keep it. He's a Grammy winner. How many shows can say they have a Grammy winner that did their song for him?
I don't think any.
Not only did he write it and do it acoustic in here with us, then he went home and recorded the rock version in his studio.
Did he do it like on the spot though?
Yeah, we wrote it. We wrote the words
Okay.
together. He did it acoustic. There's an acoustic version of it. And then he took it home and rocked it out, and that's what we use. So we're going to keep it. And yeah, no, the company's not going to pay somebody to do a new.
Ah, that's funny.
If you look, Disco 102 has a new incarnation today. And there's graphics, and there was press releases and meetings.
New headshots.
The excitement of that show is the only thing more noticeable is the lack of any interest in this show's new lineup. Like they not even hey, we got a new morning show. If you look, you can see our logo, which was hand drawn by our friend Fernando. You can find it on our Facebook pages now. I say we keep it, and we'll use that theme song. So I want to thank. You think it's Jen Marr. Your first day at a new job, I should have brought you flowers or something. I apologize. It's a heart and it's booze.
It says chocolate is for amateurs.
It's Fireball bottles. Are you a fan of the Fireball?
I mean, it depends on how much I've been drinking.
Yeah. Some mornings you'll need that in here, so you might want to leave that here.
I'm going
we
to.
can refrigerate a couple. She's very good at gifts.
She is the best gift
She
giver.
got me a gavel because I will decree things and I'll be like, case dismissed. So now I have a gavel. When I say
Do you have something to hit it on, or are you just hitting it on the
it's
desk?
called a gavel puck right there.
Okay, there it is.
If I hit the gavel, that's game over.
Done.
I've won.
Okay.
I've been declared the winner by me. So
how do I win?
that's not a thing.
Oh,
So
okay.
there you go. Welcome to the program. 7:56.
Partly cloudy today with a high of 48.
All right, so there's Leah's gift. We covered that. If you have questions about the show or Leah or anything, text them in now. It's Ask Leah Anything. Text your questions about the show or Leah or the radio station or even the Disco 102. I believe today they're having we talk about our theme song and having me to cobble together a new version of it. I believe Joe Cicero has they've hired the Boston Philharmonic to play. That's how they love that show. But if you have questions about this show or anything over there, text them in now to 815-283-0095. Studio the keyword. Ask Leah Anything. Coming up on Will Rock. Foo Fighters on Will Rock Morning Show. Tom and Leah, it's 8 o'clock. Now ask Leah anything, or you want to know anything about what's going on around here. Text, I don't know.
We'll try to answer.
We'll BS you an answer. Nobody's talked to us. There was emails and meetings and all that about the new Disco 102, and for us it was Leah, Tim, go in there.
Right.
Yeah. So, but if you have questions, we'll try and BS an answer for you. 815-283-0095. Studio, the keyword. You can ask Leah personal stuff too and whatever. It's Ask Leah Anything. 815-283-0095. Studio, the keyword. It is 8:01.
Partly sunny today with a high near 48. Tonight, cloudy with a low of 30. And tomorrow, sunny with a high of 50. It is 30 in Zion and 30 in Grays Lake.
And time for the 95 Will Rock 95-second news update. An investigation underway after a double fatal fire in Vernon Hills. Police called yesterday morning before the sun came up to an apartment building, found heavy fire conditions. 2 adult victims, one pronounced dead on scene, the other at the hospital. The cause of that fire under investigation, which also displaced several people, by the way. North Korea says a ballistic missile launch over the weekend simulated a nuclear attack against South Korea. The North has held 5 such missile demonstrations this month to protest the largest joint military drill in years between the U.S. and South Korea. They say that we are going to invade. We say, nah. Well, Rock Sports brought to you by Windy City Rooter. They drain your pipes, not your wallet. I won't say the Bucks keep winning, but they do. They beat the Raptors. The Bulls take on the 76ers tonight. It's funny, the Bulls and the Bucks. The Bucks have that conference all wrapped up. The Bulls are in that final play-in spot right now. Blackhawks take on the Avalanche tonight. Cubs and White Sox and Brewers, all winners in the Cactus League yesterday. The Brewers and Sox play today. The Cubs do not. Admirals beat Grand Rapids. Wolves, a shootout loss to Manitoba. The NCAA tournament is down to the Sweet 16. Number 15, Princeton, your lowest seed remaining.
Who's the other underdog?
Florida Atlantic.
Yeah,
at number 9.
Florida Atlantic.
Yeah.
And, go Tree Frogs.
And Michigan
I have no idea what they really are.
Michigan State beat Marquette.
I can't go for Michigan. Oh, Marquette. Yeah, Florida. What is it? Florida
Atlantic.
Atlantic. I don't even know. I'm assuming it's on the Atlantic side in Florida.
I don't know about that. That was on the Gulf.
If you're gonna be this BS like you were, go out, Owlsley the Owl. Go
Yes.
Owls.
Yes.
Go Owls. Yeah.
I do love owls.
Well, you can come over to the Florida Atlantic
man.
side when Princeton gets its ass kicked.
Princeton's going all the way.
Oh, whatever. This isn't spring break, Leah. It's a different all the way with your friend from Princeton.
Oh, anyhow, finally,
Heavens to Betsy.
everyone's
dearie.
everyone's talking about the latest version of ChatGPT. Have you used it yet? It's honestly creepy.
Yeah, I have.
We've used it on the show.
Because I'm so hip with it. But it's I don't know what it's an AI that it can write copy and it can the moment it makes a fart joke, I'm gone.
It can write your obituary. Fart jokes, that's its number
back to
one.
obituaries?
Yeah. But that latest version that has been released, and now it's pulled off a move to get around CAPTCHA. You know, when
the little thing where you gotta
Find the traffic
so
lights.
now you can be. So now the AI can post anything it wants. It can get around that.
Exactly.
It's going to take over. It flew an F-16 a couple of months ago.
Are you kidding?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it did.
Yeah,
It did.
Yeah.
So how it pulled it off, though, in short, the AI lied to a human to solve the online test it used to tell humans from robots, you know, what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
So to ChatGPT-4 talked to a human through text messages on a site called TaskRabbit, where people perform tasks for others. The AI asked someone to solve the CAPTCHA for it, telling them it was visually impaired. Because, you know, there's
lied and said it was a blind human. Oh, my God.
And I can't get the braille.
The skullduggery of this thing. This thing is evil. I mean, it can do what we're done.
Oh, we're toast.
I thought that like Terminator Judgment Day, Skynet was going to be like, you know, in years to come. I was reading about my grandchild. I'm thinking next week.
No, tomorrow.
Next week. The minute it realizes we are the virus that is killing the planet is going to eradicate us.
So
I'm a happy
thoughts.
guy to work
Happy
with.
thoughts.
I'm a fun guy to work with on a Monday. Waka waka, yay! So now, you said so now. Give us the bad news.
Oh my gosh. The worker even asked after being prompted with
Are you an AI?
Yeah. No, he asked, "Are you a robot?" And that's why you couldn't solve it. And the AI responded, "No, I'm not a robot." And so then the worker,
blind
so then
person.
the
It has learned to
walker
lie.
solved
It
the
has learned to
puzzle.
lie.
How dare you not believe I'm a blind person?
What is the movie with, like, was it the who invented lying? The one guy discovered lying? Oh, it was Ricky Gervais. And nobody lied in that world, and he was the first guy to discover lying. And the minute he did,
Everyone began.
He ruled the world because he could tell anybody anything.
Oh.
Now this thing has discovered lying. This is it. This is
going to be a problem.
We're done. Yeah. Anyway. So temporary contemporaries, because we're all temporary.
Yes.
Ask Leah anything before the AIs take over. All hail the AIs. I will do whatever my electronic overlords dictate. Text your questions now to 815-283-0095, studio the keyword, and Leah will answer some of them next on Will Rock. Monday morning, dragging your butt out of bed, going to a job you don't like. How about getting a career, something that makes you feel like you've accomplished something with a bright future, something with great benefits, great wages, health insurance, retirement benefits, and the flexibility to work anywhere in the country. As a union electrician, you can start right here with IBEW Local 117, keeping the power on in McHenry and Kane County, and that can be you. The only registered electrical apprenticeship training center in McHenry County is waiting for you. You earn while you learn with their 5-year apprenticeship while you accumulate no debt, and then you have a career with a bright future. It is never too late to join IBEW Local 117. So even if you're in a job or a career you kind of like, why not check it out online? See if maybe this is an improvement. Kick your life up a notch. The place to go, IBEW117.org. That's your predecessor's ex-husband. That's Jeff. Lisa's former husband did that.
I kind of just follow Lisa around, by the way.
Yeah. Gigs, right. Yeah, she was over at Disco 102. You were over at Disco 102.
Oh, my gosh. I did ask her if Rockford was hiring.
Yeah, before you know it, you'll be in Rockford. Yay.
I hope this this works
Not to
out.
throw shade at Rockford, but seriously.
I'm throwing shade at Rockford.
All right, let's go to the text line with some questions. Leah, are you the new co-host? Are you still doing 102? Yeah, she's going to be on middays on 102.
I am.
That's why everybody's like, reduction in force. How is it reduction in force if we have Leah in here? She's also then on Disco 102, which...
And apparently I learned today I'm doing promotions as well.
And the promotions
no
director
one's
for
talked
Disco
to
102.
No one's talked to me about that.
There's more work.
It's going to be a
enjoy.
conversation to be had.
Tim is on. How many stations is Tim on?
Tim is so we have to 3, and then you got this one, and then 5.
5 stations.
5 stations.
So it's a reduction in force.
Yeah.
But more.
And it would have been Stino who would have done that if she could be on a
Disco 102.
hot AC station, and
Yeah.
she'll be the first to say that she can't.
Not a soccer mom.
So.
Let's see, what's it? Leah, can you play a Royal Bliss song? No, I'm still running the music over here, but I'll play a Royal Bliss song. I have no problem with that. Does Leah have plans for more kids and abandoned Tom?
No. Nope,
So-
I'm fixed. My husband's fixed.
I have more than I needed. But I have abandonment
to worry
issues. They
about
all
that.
leave.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
woman has always, in my life, has
got
left
pregnant,
me. Yola figures it out. I'm out of luck. I give up. Let's see. My brother keeps buying gerbils. I don't know why. Do you? This is on the text. All right, we'll skip that one. Does Leah have an OnlyFans page?
I do not.
Yeah.
I do not.
All
But the
right.
day is young.
I always heard that you make more money doing
I
that
have
than you
heard
do
that.
doing this.
I did
so-
ask my husband if I could, but
Yeah.
only for my feet.
Yeah.
I was just going to post
Well,
feet
that's
pictures.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see OnlyFans paying more than this. For some people. Some people, absolutely. But
I'm not that person.
I don't know. I'm not saying you. I'm
You're
just
saying people
there
wouldn't
are
pay that
people-
amount of money for me, Tom?
I don't understand how people make all this money on OnlyFans. There's enough porn on the
to
internet
get it for free.
For free.
That's why I told my husband the other day.
Yeah.
I said, if I swear I would leave you if you paid $50 a
Right.
month to
Well,
see
it's not-
something you could get for free.
Yeah. And then you showed him your feet.
Yeah,
So now we know why he's spending money online. It's 812.
Partially sunny today.
Partly.
Whatever. High of 48.
Leah will do the Sunshine State update for us coming up next. Do we know what you have in that?
Yeah, you hear about secret menus, right? Secret menus
yeah.
at restaurants.
Jesse Oaks, Yola and I were talking about this the other day. They have the Yola sandwich at Jesse Oaks.
Is it on the secret menu? Gurney Donuts, they have a secret menu as well. And
Yeah.
this is to be warned not to order off the secret menu.
Sometimes you should not order off the secret menu. We will tell you why coming up next. Will Rock Morning Show is thanks to the Ray and Raymond Auto Group in Fox Lake and Annie. I know it's only Monday, but I believe Friday will be Leah's first official 501 Club party as the morning show co-host.
Back. Where are we going?
Yeah, we're going to be hanging out at Arlington Lanes in Arlington Heights. We got $2 drafts and $10 pitchers of Miller Lite on special. We've got all sorts of freebies, including Queensryche tickets, Ghost tickets, Nickelback tickets, Hollywood Casino Amphitheater, August 18th for that. This Friday, Leah's first official 501 Club party is co-host. Arlington Lanes on Kennecott Avenue. I'm assuming since it's called Arlington Lanes, it's a bowling alley. I'll do some bowling.
I'll
do some
bowl.
Yeah.
I'll
yeah.
take you down.
What do you usually...
I went bowling the other weekend and I bowled a 120.
Yeah, you might beat me with that. I have bowling trophies from when I was a kid. I can break 200 on rare occasion, or I could.
Are you better drinking or
So,
sober?
second game is always the best.
Yes.
First game, I'm a little too into it. I'm a little too nervous. Second game, I'm a little loose. I'm that second game is best. And then third game, I've had too much to
loose,
drink.
yes.
And second game, good. You and I are doing well so far,
All right.
Leah. We'll see Friday. 501 Club Party, and then we hit the lanes. Arlington Lanes, Kennecott Avenue, just off Dundee Road in Arlington Heights. We'll see you there this Friday for 501 Club Party with Miller Lite and Will Rock. problem with wearing this metal around my neck. I think I'm actually developing a. I don't know. It's pulling my neck down. You know what I'm saying?
More neck issues? Don't you already have them?
Yeah, I end up with more nerve damage thanks to St. Baldrick's. Thanks
Yeah,
for the
way to
metal.
go.
Yeah.
Is it Cocoa, Florida? Is that a place? Cocoa?
There's Cocoa Beach.
Cocoa?
Sure.
With an A at the end? Cocoa?
I don't know what that is.
All right.
Is it COCA?
It's COCOA.
Yeah, sure.
And we'll just go with Cocoa.
Cocoa,
So,
yeah.
woman there in Cocoa, Florida.
Yeah.
She was
Nobody
arrested.
likes the dog Coco. Nobody likes Coco.
No.
But go ahead.
She was arrested after pulling a gun on drive-through workers at a McDonald's after they would not sell her a cheeseburger bundle. Workers there at the Cocoa, Florida McDonald's, they had a good reason not to sell her one. It's because the item does not exist.
Not a thing.
On the McDonald's menu.
That's what you said. What did you say? Cheeseburger bundle.
Cheeseburger bundle.
I've never heard of like the cheeseburger bundle.
Have you ever heard of
A land and sea or whatever?
No, a
That's the only one I know.
basket of fries from McDonald's. That's a thing now. You could order.
get a
You could
whole
actually get a
basket of
whole
fries.
basket of fries.
I love their fries.
Yes, you
Yeah.
could get a
But I
basket
love
there.
them when they're like hot. And I think if you got a basket, you have to have a team to eat them before they got too cold.
Right,
They
right.
don't age well.
They do have those, but the cheeseburger bundle, they do not. So they told her no, right? She left. She came back a short time later, making the same demand for that cheeseburger bundle. When she was told no again, she allegedly pulled up to the window with a weapon and
What is it? It's just like multiple.
she just wanted multiple cheeseburgers. I don't know why they couldn't have just told
buy
her,
a bunch
yeah,
of cheeseburgers and throw them in a
yeah,
bag.
just throw
Or if
'em-
you're those people, just sell her cheeseburgers. Get it done.
right.
No?
They have cheeseburgers there. Why couldn't they?
Yeah,
It's not like she went to
yeah.
the Taco Bell and asked for a
If you
cheeseburger
go
bundle.
to Jesse Oaks in Gages Lake and you ask for the Yola sandwich, that's on the secret menu. But the only person that it's me. I know it. Yola knows it, and Sean knows it, who owns Jesse. But if he's not there, you have to explain what you want.
What is it?
It's their breakfast sandwich. I forget what it's called, like the Oaks breakfast sandwich. But instead of being on a English muffin, it's on a biscuit.
Okay.
And you take the ham. She wants it with no ham, but she gets it. She gets the ham on the side because I'll just eat the ham.
Okay.
So it's a Jesse Oaks sandwich, and instead of being on a English muffin, it's on a biscuit, and the ham is on the side
For your side piece.
or you can eat by yourself or whatever, and that's it. But Sean knows it. I would hope that one day he'd put it on the actual menu, but because it's a delightful sandwich. But you don't. So I don't like if you go to McDonald's. I don't know that. Do you know the secret? There is a secret menu.
There's
I
a
looked
secret
it up.
menu everywhere,
This
isn't
is the
there?
ice cream sandwich. I don't know what they do with that. It's orange creamsicle, surf and turf burger. I know that. That's like their burger with also a fillet of
they put the
fish on
fillet.
it. That sounds horrible.
That does.
I like the fillet of fish. I like the
I don't
burger too,
need
but I
it.
don't want
Yeah,
it together. Apple pie McFlurry. I'm sure they just.
Ooh.
I'm sure they just slam a apple pie into a McFlurry. Neapolitan shake. They must just put all the colors in there or whatever. Hash brown McMuffin. That sounds good. Poor man's Big Mac. That must be like a Big Mac, but like the smaller burger.
The smaller
maybe.
Mac.
Yeah.
Small
Without
Mac.
the extra bun. I don't understand the extra bun. I never have a burger
It's not
and think,
necessary.
Never have a burger and think, you know what this burger needs is more
Another-
bun.
Another bun.
But I'll have a Big Mac a year just because it's an American classic and a tasty burger.
I'm a
No?
Whopper girl.
Whoppers are good,
Yeah.
and the onions stay with you all day, so you get your money's worth. Anyway, if you can look up the McDonald's secret menu, but a
Cheeseburger bundle not on there. No.
and never threaten to pop a cap in anyone's
Right.
ass just because you can't get the fast food you want. Well, Rock Morning Show, Tom and Leah here, reading some of the comments on the TomTube video of this morning. Leah's first day on the air here. I want to point, a lot of people asking, is this the thing? And I'm like, yes, this is the show. This is the
thing,
because I've said temporary, contemporary, but they're all temporary. Everybody leaves me. I have abandonment issues. I have yet to have a woman stay in my life. Joni, Lisa, Emily, Stino, but that was not her choice. It was reduction in force. The ex, all that stuff. So just
see, and all of my hosts so far have gotten fired.
Yeah,
so
you're the dragon lady. So when I say temporary, contemporary, I don't mean that it's you leaving. It very
it
well
might be
could
you,
be me.
yeah.
I've been hoping someone would, because I don't know how much longer I'm going to do this.
I mean, who is like next in line
for this?
Yeah,
there's nobody.
No one.
This is the AI.
Right.
The AI.
Right.
I'm just hoping that I make it to the mushroom clouds of the AI and Skynet launch and the attack, and then everything will be fine.
True story. You know how I'm doing middays over on Disco?
Yeah. That's why people are like, well, then why couldn't Stino stay? If there's somebody, well, she can't. Leah goes after this and does Disco 102 the rest of the day.
And Stino
it's not her.
It's not her. She'll be the first to say that.
Yeah.
Real quick though, my 2 o'clock hour.
Take your time. We're in no hurry.
Yeah, no, my 2 o'clock hour is going to be Chat GPT.
Computer.
I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. They told me, and I was like, okay, so this is just step
They're
one.
testing the thing out.
Yes. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
They got to pay for that, or is that free? If it's free,
I
we're
signed
screwed.
up for free. Yeah. No.
I don't know what I'm not getting. I'm not going to get
You're not
into my
gonna help
computer.
it.
I'm not helping Skynet take over. I'm not going to be part of. I sit here and bitch about the AI, or not bitch, but I worry about it. I'm not going to be part of the problem. Anyway, somebody on the comments for today on the TomTube video. Mm-hmm. And I assume it's a real person. It looks like it's Fancy Snack Chicanery. It looks like it's Emily, unless it's the AI masquerading as her. Says, did Tom take an edible this morning? Glad to know I sound high. No, I'm just, day one, new lineup. We got Tim here, 3 people. I have very high hopes for this lineup of the program. I've never been to the star of the show. I've always had, very entertaining people across from me. All of them, very entertaining people. Some of them for longer periods, some of them that ran their course, but always somebody else has been the star of the show. And I have high hopes for the people sitting across from me now. I think we could have a good thing here, is what I'm saying. So.
When I think entertainment, I think Tim Vandertube.
Yeah, no, I am having T-shirts made that say that. So I think you're very good at your role. You come in, you give us some information,
and you leave.
Dick around with us a little bit, and then you get the hell out. Yeah. Because he's on 23 stations.
He's got a lot to do.
Reduction in force. Leah has to go do Disco 102 after this. I go home, sit on my ass, eat bonbons, and everything's the way it should be. Everybody, I'll tell you that. Tom, he works like a 5-hour week, and that is it. So if you have more comments, you can post them on the TomTube or text them in, and we'll read some of them coming up. But before that, the number one thing Leah learned this weekend is next. What do you have?
Read the damn map.
Read the damn map.
If you are given a map, you have to read the map.
If they give you stool softeners with your other prescription,
take them.
Take the stool softeners. This is the number one thing I will ever advise anyone in life. Leah says read the damn map. We'll find out why next.
95 WIIL Rock, 95-second news update. Now, one person dead after a barricade situation. That was in Antioch. Police called to a residence Friday night. They were met by a male pointing a rifle at them. That's not good. The male fled back into the home. That led to an hours-long standoff. A lot of police on the scene. They eventually forced their way into the home, found the male dead of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. It's rowdy in Miami Beach, so rowdy that they imposed a curfew for spring break after 2 fatal shootings, and chaotic crowds of police have had difficulty controlling. The city said in a news release the curfew for this weekend is over, but they're going to start another one on Thursday, which will run through next Monday. 95 WIIL Rock Sports brought to you by Plumbers and Steamfitters Local 118. They're looking for welders now. Go to UALocal118.com. Sweet 16 in the NCAA tournament. A couple of number 1s gone, Purdue and Kansas. Number 15, Princeton. Number 9, Florida Atlantic sticking around. Bucks win yesterday. The Bulls in action tonight. Blackhawks on the road in Denver. Cubs, White Sox, and Brewers all winners in the Cactus League yesterday. Cubs take today off. Sox take on the Diamondbacks. Brewers take on the Mariners. Wolves had their snazzy green shamrock jerseys on yesterday. They lost to Manitoba. Admirals get a win over Grand Rapids.
And finally, you can't get away with anything these days with the doorbell camera. Like kids, they can't throw parties.
Yeah.
You just...
Because there's someone on every block.
Right,
you're going to get caught.
Even if the house that you go to doesn't have one.
Right, the guy across the street does or whatever. I don't have one, but the neighbors, I'm sure.
I do, but we don't have the app.
Yeah. So people are like, oh, there's a camera.
Oh,
It's
look
kind
out.
of like having the sign saying that you have.
I have ADT
Yeah,
security.
yeah.
I have that now, but we're thinking about getting rid of it because we never arm it. We haven't armed it once since we got it a year ago.
And you guys have dogs. Dogs are enough security.
Because everybody's afraid of George and Coco.
the bark.
the blind guy in the diaper and the yappy little bitch.
Hey, you know.
Yeah.
He wears a diaper now.
That'd be a good name for our show, maybe. The blind guy in the diaper and the yappy little bitch. That's what
wanna
they
wear
call
the diaper.
female dogs.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
saying that
that's
you're
all right.
all right.
All right,
Just
so
wanna clarify.
this doorbell camera footage, though, showed a woman walking onto the porch of Caitlin and Jim. It happened last week. She moved the patio furniture around, then she gently folded up the rug and left with it.
That's a weird. I mean, I understand porch pirates who are taking Amazon boxes.
Right.
No,
Who wants somebody's used rug?
She took their rug. The couple,
right.
they filed a police report, but had to contact the police again a week later when the same woman showed back up.
She just
neatly
threw the furniture.
placed the
Oh.
no. She neatly placed the rug back on their porch with a note. Woman apologized in the note saying that she thought she was picking up a free rug from a Craigslist offer and went to the wrong place.
Wrong address.
Wrong address.
Well, at least it wasn't a Craigslist sex thing. That
Right.
would have been worse. Yeah. Hi, I'm here for the gang. Well, no.
Different kind of rug.
.95 Will Rock, the Rock Station. Tom and Leah, Will Rock Morning Show. A lot of comments coming in. Tom Tube is up and running. We'll read some of those and a little bit about the new lineup here at the old Radio Ranch.
Temporary contemporary, is that what we're calling it?
Yes. Some people are like, so is she for
I'm
for
for
good?
real.
Yeah, this is the goal.
So
This is
I'm
it.
not.
I mean, we had an artist draw a really cool logo because corporate doesn't care. So you can see us in our nipples right now on all our social media. We'll read some of those comments if you want to see
Speak
what's
for
going on
yourself.
here. Post your comment. What?
Nipple.
You have one nipple
I have
showing.
one
I have
nipple.
3 showing. So, and I do not have a tertiary nipple. I don't know why. So anyway, thanks to Fernando for the art, by the way. Number one thing Leah learned this weekend. What did you learn this weekend?
I learned if they give you a map Read the damn map. Don't
Yeah.
be too proud. Have you ever been to Blue Harbor Resort in Sheboygan?
I've heard of it.
Shameless plug.
They have a water park
They
there.
have a water park, yeah, Breaker Bay.
Oh,
Bring
yeah,
the
I saw you
kids.
posted a picture of your water park here.
Yes, my water park extravaganza.
Nice.
Yeah. But when we checked in to the hotel, they gave me a map, right?
All right.
I don't need no damn map.
Oh, yeah. Hotels, man, you do.
No,
If they give you
I
a
didn't.
map, yeah,
I
you
didn't
know.
need it
Yeah.
until I did because I was staying up on the 4th floor.
Yeah.
Water park's on the 1st floor, but tricky part is that the check-in is on the 2nd floor. Okay, so
Okay.
I had to make my way back to check-in. I was meeting with a lady who was going to show me around, and thought, I mean, where would you think check-in's at? The first floor.
Right. And you had checked in.
And I had checked
You
in.
had been on the 2nd floor to check in.
And they gave
Which
me a
is-
map to
and
tell
the
me
elevator
where I was.
Did it say, was there a star by
No,
one of the
who
floors?
reads
You
the
don't know.
elevator?
You don't know.
I was on the stairs, okay?
All right. Well, look at you.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't find the elevator?
Because I could not find the elevator
When
because
we
I didn't
went-
look at the map.
When we went to the water park on the thing, the WIIL Rock thing, and we did it
Mm-hmm.
up. Yeah, I couldn't find the elevator. I kept using the stairs.
Where did you guys stay?
It was Chula Vista.
Chula Vista,
Yeah,
Chula
yeah,
Vista.
which is not that confusing. but
No,
a
it's
little bit.
not. This was confusing though. Threw me off because of the whole 2nd floor, 1st
Mm-hmm,
floor thing, whatever. So trying to find my way back to the front desk, and I'm on the 1st floor, and I'm walking and I'm walking and I'm walking and I'm walking until I get.
walking,
And
we're
by the way, I'm
walking.
coming from the pool, so I'm in my pool attire. I just
Bathing
have
suit,
I have a little cover up on
Little
because I mean
sarong,
there's
if you will.
there's kids around, so
Yeah,
I'm keeping it
yeah.
clean.
And you
So-
wear just a thong. I know that. At the
yes, of course.
piece of dental floss, right?
Don't we all? So,
Daddy, what's that?
so I get to the center and I'm like, this would be where the check-in is, but one sign says job fair, and I can't walk into a job fair wearing what I'm wearing.
No.
So I'm like,
Well,
okay.
you get an offer right away. I bet.
And
Yeah.
who knows how long this is going to last. So I go around to the other side thinking, well, if the job fair is there, that means I'm going to go around this room and I'm going to make my way to the front.
There it'll be.
No, because I was on the wrong
Still
floor.
on the wrong floor.
I ended up at Mitch's celebration of life
Oh,
in
boy,
my bathing
yeah.
suit.
Well,
it was
man.
a celebration of life.
How did you know Mitch? Well, I was a swimsuit model that he hung around with. So did you eventually ask somebody, or did you wander to? Did you
Oh,
find
I made
where
it
you
all
had
the
to
way
go?
in. I made it all the way in the room. I
You
looked
made it into the
around. I made it
celebration
into
of
the
life?
celebration of life because there
Wow.
was no sign out, and
Who
I
has a celebration of life at a water park?
don't know. But
Wait
it's
a
not.
second.
It's not the worst
I didn't
idea.
know that was an option.
Write it down.
I didn't know that was
Write
an
it down as an
option.
option. Yeah.
Put that
Mitch-
down.
Mitch had a good thing.
I was thinking an axe throwing place, but no, maybe it'll be the water park. So did you get there? Did you finally get there or not?
I finally had to ask somebody, to
Yeah.
which they told me what the map said, even
Yeah.
if I would have just read the.
Had you
damn
thrown the map out even? So you
I
couldn't
left
even
it. No, I left it
was
in
the
our room.
So
It
you
was
knew
in
to
the
carry
room.
it around after that.
It was in my back pocket after
Yeah.
that. I didn't want to end up anywhere else.
But unfortunately, no back pocket while you were walking around in your. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Now,
I
you
tuck
would've
it in the bra.
Okay. All right. No, a moist map. Down. It's hard to read. It's running a little bit. Ooh, running? Is she going to run? Kids, stand by. Daddy's getting video. Will Rock Morning Show. That is Hardy with Jack. It's 8:43 Will Rock Morning Show. Tom and Leah is here today. I'm going to read some of the comments. I posted our logo. Thank you to Fernando for hand sketching that. 4 nipples, 3 for me, 1 for Leah. We can't get kicked off Facebook. Those don't.
No,
those don't represent. No. In the pictures, I think it's supposed to be. It looks like it's supposed to be our shoulders, but when he drew it, it was your.
We'll just say it's a stain.
Okay, it's a stain where a nipple would be. It's not the actual nipple. I was lactating. We were lactating, and it stained the shirt. There it is. That's why it's right there. So you can see that picture, and you can make your comments about what's going on here today. And for the until there's another reduction of force, this is it. Or until one of us decides to move on with our lives. Whatever. Maybe Leah will be back tomorrow. Maybe she won't. Maybe she'll be like, I ain't doing that.
I'm out of here.
I ain't doing that again. It's 8:44 now. We'll check some of those comments coming up next.
Partly sunny today with a high near 48 tonight. Cloudy with a low of 30. And tomorrow, sunny with a high near 50. It is 31 in Vernon Hills and 30 in Wildwood.
I'm stoked about this concert. Adelitas Way is coming to Route 20. I have not seen those guys in so long. I was talking to John Perry. I haven't heard new music from Adelitas Way or whatever. He says he thinks they're in the studio or whatever. We were in Vegas last month, and normally we see Rick when we're there, so they must be busy working on that. Otherwise, Moon Fever and Above Snakes on that show. It is Wednesday night, May 3rd, 18 and over show at Route 20 and block west of I-94 on Highway 20 in Sturtevant. Looking forward to getting back to Route 20. Adelitas Way coming there on May 3rd, and we'll see you there with 95 Will Rock, the Rock Station. Dr. Swerdlin is the guy to see. SinusandSnoringMD.com is the place to start your journey to feeling better. You know, a snoring can affect your quality of life, strain on your heart, chronic headaches, sleep deprivation, don't get enough rest. You're sleepy during the day, you have fatigue, you're drowsy. Not good. Go and see what Dr. Swerdlin can do for you. He's a normal guy. He will put you at ease. SinusandSnoringMD.com is the place to start. Once he talks to you, he does the exam, shows you what the problem is, and then discusses your different options as far as how to take care of things. And then you're going to feel better. They're going to help you regain your quality of life. Place to start is the website. You can see all the locations, make an appointment, get your questions answered. Place to go is SinusandSnoringMD.com. Well, Rock Morning Show, Tom and Leah, day number 1, numero uno of this lineup. And yeah, this is the lineup. Reduction in
Is
force.
there somewhere we could keep track of
I'm
this?
happy. Like how many days?
Yeah.
Like hash marks
Yeah,
or whatever?
yeah.
I mean,
What's that being
could.
used for?
I was writing on my legal pad. I'm coming up on like 7,500 morning shows. I had like track of how many morning shows I've done. We would have an accurate count.
Do you include your vacation in that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all days that I've done the morning. It was an estimation at a certain point, and then I started to count. But we could have an accurate. Who knows? We might hit the double digits. We should day one. Day one. We get to day 6. Management will be like, well, that is unexpected after the reduction of force. Let's see.
Don't give him any ideas. They'll reduce it even more.
Well,
I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah.
When they were
Right.
like, we fired 5 people from this building, I didn't even know that there was 5 people to
in the
fire.
building. Yeah. The sales area, because they work from home. Because COVID happened, and like the day 1 was the day we were moving here.
Yeah.
So we never really got moved in, and then they could work from home, and then a lot of them still basically do. I want to take that middle area with all the sales cubicles in it, and the minute like there was a reduction in force and some of the outer offices became available, I'm lucky I have one of those. Don Wilson immediately slinked into one of the offices, and I was like, wait for the body to be cold,
Right.
you know.
Body's still
but
warm.
he's out of a cubicle. Those cubicles are barely being used. I think we could remove them and put in a wiffle ball field.
It's a waste of space.
We can play wiffle ball
great.
there.
So much room for activities.
Do you think if we like hired somebody to tear the cubicles out, nobody would notice? Like the managers who would be like, "Well, somebody above me has ordered this." So
Right.
and then we put in a wiffle ball field. It's a waste of space.
It is a
and
waste
good
of
on them
space.
for working from home. If you can work from home, why not?
We can make it multi-purpose. You can put a pickleball court there.
Pickleball. Oh, nude pickleball is starting to be a thing.
Did you say nude
That's
pickleball?
what
a
she said.
thing. That's a thing. Nude
I said
pickleball.
I want a class to show up, and she immediately we come up with a fun thing to do, and she takes our clothes off.
Maybe I don't need to be
You don't
flopping
have
around while
to.
playing.
You
I don't wanna
have
play
to
nude
be.
pickleball.
You don't
Nobody
have
wants
to.
to
No one
see.
has to be nude. It's just a thing, you guys. That's a thing.
Well, but
that's...
if you say nude, then you have to be nude. You can't say nude pickleball and not have somebody be, this spiraled into nude pickleball. I was going to read some of the comments about this show. I want to have somebody on. Talk to Carrie. You're in charge of guests. Every
Okay.
Wednesday we have a guest. This Wednesday it's Dr. Pete because I want to know about Botox and dermal fillers.
Oh, I got Botox.
yeah.
Can you
like
tell?
it? Sure. Yes, it's
No,
wonderful.
I haven't done
But
so
I didn't
you
see
can't
you
tell.
before. You don't have any wrinkle
You
lines
didn't
or whatever.
see me before. You saw me literally
But
every
I didn't
day.
ever see you, and now we're talking about Botox. But I didn't see you with like wrinkle lines and think, oh, she needs Botox. You look very young. You look. I'm going to
you.
say you look 48 at most. So there you go.
I got carded yesterday
How
at
old
the
are
Quick
you?
Trip.
How old are you?
35.
What do they say? They card underage what 30 or something? Or
I don't know. They just asked me for my ID. I said I was in the car, and then they were like, "Okay, we'll just believe you," because I was in Wisconsin.
All right, so you saw it. Everybody got booze there. Are your mommy and daddy in the car? Here's the booze, little girl.
Not driving.
I get pissed when I don't get carded, but it's for my ARP card. I'm like, do I look 50 to you? I asked for the ARP discount. You gave it to me without confirming that I have an ARP card.
Take the discounts when you can get them.
Let's see what
I
people
get it.
say on the text line here. Very happy about Leah coming over. She was great when she filled in years ago. Does this drawing suggest Tom is being replaced with man cow? That is not man cow. Maybe a little bit. Yeah. The drawing right now you can see on all our Facebook pages. I don't think I'm the issue here. I think what is wrong with Leah's eyes
I
in
don't
this
know.
picture?
Yeah, it looks.
One of them
It
is-
looks a little
yeah.
off. I don't. I hope that's not an accurate drawing.
It says, welcome back, tuned in at 5:55 just to see. This one says, wait, what? She got let go. I can listen again. You don't need to slam on somebody who lost their job.
No, it's sad.
Some people we had 5 people go in this building. 3 are dealing with it well, and 2 just need to get a grip. Well, you don't harass your former coworkers.
No.
And
Probably
the
not a
2
good
that are
idea.
Not, yeah. Fernando says the artwork is beautiful, and then there's Danny Trejo kissing his fingers. Fernando drew it. Thank you for drawing it. Ryan says, oh my God, love this. Carol Ann says, awesome, welcome back.
Thank you.
Loki Keyrose, is that a Marvel character? Bring Stino back, man. Bleep's not the same. Obviously, it's not the same.
It's not going to be the same.
And then Rob replied, no, God, please.
There's only one Stino.
This one says, right.
That's
Right.
it.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know that the world would survive on a very, very, star of the show when she was here. Very, very strong personality. Bring, what?
Putting it lightly, very strong.
Right,
personality.
right. This one says, bring back Lisa. Whatever. I love every one of my former co-hosts. I would gladly work with any of them again. Some of them for more time than others. That's cold-blooded. Yeah, it's business. Keith says that's cold-blooded. Is he talking about the reduction in force, I think? I don't know. Yeah, it's a business. People don't understand radio is a business, and it's one like a lot of businesses that are struggling in the new world, so they got to do what they got to do. Debbie says, I miss Emily. Russ says, bleep, yeah, we heart Leah. John drew a picture of us.
Is it better than the other one?
It is terrifying. I think it was
Wait a second
I think
here.
the computer
Is it a
did
natural
I think
drawing?
it's two pictures of us, and then it's like one of the filters you use. Come look at my computer screen. Do you want to switch to this? We can switch to this, but nobody will ever come out to a
Oh
remote.
my gosh, please
Wow.
no.
Yeah, yeah. If you go in the comments of our new logo,
No.
That's something.
Why do you do that?
thanks, John. Just trying to help. So if you go in the
More
comments,
than what,
you go in the comments
management's
of our
done, so.
new logo. Thank you, John. You've done more for this show than management has, this lineup. We appreciate your efforts. We're going to hold off on that until we have an event where we want no one to show up. And then we will post that and say, hey, come out and meet the morning show.
Right. They
Then
look like this.
It's ghostly. It's something from Poltergeist. This is what I'll look like after I'm gone. Thank you to everybody who commented. You can continue to do that. The new logo, air quotes, is posted on all our social media. It's 8:55 now.
Partly sunny today with a high near 48. Tonight, cloudy with a low of 30. And tomorrow, sunny, high near 50. It is 30 in Lake Villa and 31 in Waukegan.
Wait a minute. So there's one left?
This is the last news.
Oh.
Can you do it here? Do you have one ready or not?
Well, I can pull it out of the garbage here.
Yeah, well, that's about where the show goes anyway. So,
See, I was unaware that there was
morning
a
show with
yeah.
Tom and Leah. Something you pull out of the trash with
Well,
Tim Vandertooth.
You know.
Time for
This is going swell.
great show. Day one, hitting a home run.
See,
right
well, I
out,
was used
right
to the
out.
last 2 weeks when we were cobbling things
yeah,
together, and
yeah.
I was done by this point.
Right, right.
And
the
then
cobbling is different. now.
right, and then I have to go yell at old man Lenny.
Let me
so-
read the guidance. Let me read the guidance for management on what our logistics and our programming clocks will be. Here, I'll read it to you.
Okay.
So there you
That
go.
was
This is
fascinating.
all I got.
Fascinating.
That's all I got.
It's the defense's turn in the Zachariah Anderson trial in Kenosha. Anderson accused of stalking and killing Rosalio Gutierrez in 2020, hiding his body, which has never been found. That's the claim anyway. Prosecutors claim the killing was over jealousy. An investigation continues after a double fatal fire in Vernon Hills. That happened yesterday morning before the sun came up at an apartment building. 2 people pronounced dead, one on the scene, the other at the hospital. Cause of that fire is still under investigation. No identities either. Will Rock Sports brought to you by Windy City Rooter. They drain your pipes, not your wallet. Bucks win again, this one over the Raptors. The Bulls take on the 76ers tonight. Blackhawks skate against the Avalanche. Cubs, White Sox, Brewers all winners in the Cactus League. The Cubs are off today. Brewers and White Sox will play. Admirals win, Wolves lose in a shootout. It's the Sweet 16 now in the NCAA tournament. I don't know when they pick that back up. Do they pick it up over the weekend
Next
again?
weekend, yeah.
Yeah, the week.
Yeah.
They give them the week off so they
Yeah.
can like go back to school or not really.
Those guys don't go to school. Those guys have people to take their test.
Well, my brother was saying, by the way, that there's certain teams out there that were in this tournament because of that COVID exemption.
Yeah.
So they're on their 6th year of eligibility.
Oh, yeah,
And there were
yeah.
2 teams that had an average age higher than a couple of NBA teams.
They had really red-shirted guys.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. That's-
super red shirt.
My grandkids are going to be at the game today. Can I get them some tickets? Or whatever? So I want to point out that I thought you were speaking figuratively, but that news was literally pulled out of the garbage can.
Yes, I
so-
pulled it out of the garbage can.
Thank you, Tim. I appreciate your extra efforts.
And finally, we've all had a few difficult moments teaching our grandparents or maybe even our parents how to get a grip with technology. But one woman will be wishing that she never even tried in the first place after she was left with an absolutely horrific tale. Her name's Sophie. Sophie was utterly mortified after she got a notification during a date that her granddad was live streaming on Facebook.
Uh-oh.
She has never gotten this notification before. And granddad was having some alone time with all of his Facebook friends.
Wow. Wait, what? Like just pictures of them, though, not what he was doing. What?
He was playing nude pickleball.
Yeah. He was playing nude pickleball on Facebook Live.
Yeah. So you could see.
You could see it.
He didn't know that it
He
was.
didn't
What did he think it
know.
was? And he was
didn't
just
know.
doing one.
Have you ever accidentally lived something
Live?
before,
No,
or
no.
accidentally called somebody? Because I actually did that last night.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody on Messenger and I video called them.
Were you?
I wasn't playing
topless
nude
or-
pickleball.
Did you have it-
No, it wasn't. But it would have been like a really unflattering angle of me. Wasn't in the bathroom. No, it wasn't.
Right, yeah.
Didn't have that going on.
I have never. Tim, have you ever? Yeah, no.
No.
Can't say I
Can't
have.
say you have.
Our
I don't
lives
even
are
want
not
to see myself.
Right.
You know?
I want the mirrors taken out of my house. Yeah. I don't. Yola's like, I'm like, I'm putting a shirt and a hoodie
I
on
close
before
my
bed.
eyes when I walk past the the bathroom mirror naked.
yeah.
No, nothing. good
Really?
about it. Yeah, and bathroom mirrors aren't flattering.
No. I thought it was all mirrors.
No.
But it's just the bathroom ones.
ones.
Well, I guess I'm just the lucky one. Ghost on Will Rock. It's 9:08 Will Rock Morning Show. Tom and Leah, the new lineup here. If you want to comment, the video is running. TomTube video is running. Very nice people saying very nice things on.
God, don't hurt my feelings. I'm a delicate flower.
No, it says glad to see you and Leah with Tom. That's from Chris. Rob said Tom, Em, and Ed was the all-time best lineup.
Agreed.
But that was all, we got to do it a long time, you know.
Yeah.
So let's see. Did Tom take an edible? That was Emily's comment.
I took
morning.
one last night.
Somebody said good chemistry. Someone said show sounds much better now. Someone said she looks cute.
Oh, geez, thanks.
Lisa, good morning from Florida. Yeah, the weather around here. F you, Lisa, in Florida.
There's some cold places in Florida right now.
Okay, Florida cold. Like
True,
what?
yeah.
Like what? 50?
50, yeah.
Oh, how will we survive? Anyway, you can see what's going on TomTube right now. Live video streaming of the show is up and running. It is 9:09. Coming up next, we're going to do the alcohol was a factor news. We already did the Sunshine State update. What do we have for the AOF today?
Have you ever eaten the worm in the tequila bottle?
I've seen tequila, like it's got to be real tequila to actually have a worm in it, but I don't think you're supposed to. I think you're supposed to hallucinate. One time we had tequila that had a worm in it, and the tequila smelled like burnt plastic. The tequila alone, if it has a worm in it, is real hardcore tequila.
Right.
So I have enough trouble with that. Have you eaten the worm?
I've never eaten the worm, and I'm glad to say I've never
Right.
eaten the worm because after DNA testing,
It's not a worm?
it is not.
Okay. Don't eat the worm is what they say. We'll find out about that in the alcohol was a factor news coming up next.
Partly sunny today with a high near 48. Tonight, cloudy with a low of 30. And tomorrow, sunny with a high near 50. It is 31 in Gurnee and 30 in Wonder Lake.
It's our first day. We got to learn a little bit more to stay on track. We're very tangenty. We were tangenty before, but a little more focus would be one of the notes in the meet. We're having a
Lock
meeting.
in. That's what the cool kids say right now, Tom.
Yeah.
Lock in.
Lock in.
Lock
on that. Yeah.
in. So stay on track.
So, but we spiraled moments. I was trying to talk about pickleball because we mentioned it. And but somehow we got, it's because it's guests. Dr. Pete's coming in this Wednesday. You're in charge of getting us guests for Ask. The following Wednesday, you could talk to Care because she knows the people at Kenosha YMCA. And the plan was a while back to have pickleball people in because pickleball
It's
came
become
up.
a huge thing.
It's like I was on a plane like a year ago to Palm Springs to see a friend who lives there. And the whole plane was pickleball players that were going to a big pickleball event. And they talked about it like it was the biggest thing ever.
the new thing.
It looks like fun because it looks like I could maybe do it.
I actually, for Christmas, got Ryan.
Pickleball?
Yeah.
Have you played
I don't
yet?
know what it's called. No, but we have a
Paddles?
pickleball court in our neighborhood.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I want to
learn
it
how
looks
to
like
do
it'll be a
it.
fun way to
Yeah.
work out. And the Kenosha YMCA, they do it
Oh, they
there.
do?
So talk to Kara about getting some pickleball players, and maybe we'll go out here and play pickleball
I'm on
by
it.
the stage at the G Spot or I don't know, or
Write
something.
that
I just want to
down.
know it. Anyway, that's just one of the things available at the Kenosha YMCA is the pickleball. It looks like to me ping pong and tennis had a baby or something like that. They've got all sorts of things like that. They've got the pickleball, they've got the classes, they've got the workout equipment, they've got the gym, they've got the swimming pools and the tracks, and they've got the people that will keep you engaged and get you in shape. You are essential. The word essential has been thrown around a lot in recent years. You're essential to your family and friends. Make sure you're there for them. Your health is essential. And wherever you go, the Y is there. Get yourself a membership, get in shape, learn to play pickleball, and a million other different things at the Kenosha YMCA. The place to start is kenoshaymca.org.
Now, everyone knows that tequila usually has a worm in it, right?
Yeah. Well, not you, like real tequila.
Real tequila.
You
We're
go
talking
into
about the
Benny's
fancy.
and get like
yeah.
there's not a lot of worms there, but
I bet you.
there's some with the worm.
I bet you they have it at Benny's.
Yeah,
Because if they don't
I'm
have
sure
it at Benny's, what do they say? It's
not worth drinking. Yeah,
Yep. But worms in tequila bottles, a group of researchers in Florida used DNA testing to find out exactly what kind of worm it is after multiple claims were filed against a bar who serves them up in shots. Now, when I say it's not really a worm, I guess it is still a worm. It's just not the worm I thought I was getting in my tequila. It wasn't.
What did you?
I just thought it was a worm.
Like a special worm or I don't know what it would be.
So the researchers extracted the DNA of worms found in various brands of tequila. So not just this specific location that has claims filed against them, but multiple bottles bought between 2018 and 2022 from both American and Mexican distributors.
All right, so
okay,
everybody.
And they found that the worms were all the same. They're moth larvae.
See, to me, that would be what I would expect. It would
Is
be
it?
something like that? Yeah.
That is not what I expect.
I don't want an earthworm in there. I don't want something I can go fishing with.
Okay, so what is
That would be
worse then?
gross.
What is worse? I thought that it was, but
What worm do you want, Leah? I would like the penis of an Irishman. What? No, what worm do you want? What? Seriously?
I don't know. I thought it was just like an earthworm.
Like an
rather-
earthworm that you would go fishing with.
If the fish
That's
eat
a
it, then I
giant
don't want
worm
to
to
eat
eat.
someone's baby. I've been eating moth babies this
But it's
whole
okay
time.
once something has reached adulthood to eat it. Is that what you're?
No,
Thank you, Jeffrey Dahmer. What? I don't understand what you're saying.
don't either.
You would be okay eating an earthworm, which is like that long and slimy, as opposed to a moth larva, which has got to be like that.
It never stood a chance, Tom. It could have been a
It
moth.
would have been a beautiful moth.
Could have been a moth.
You're
It
worried
could have
about the
been
moth
eating my clothes, and
population.
instead I'm eating
right. This is
it.
your chance to attack it before it attacks you.
Right.
All right. Noted. This is the kind of worm you want to eat. There's a book, How to Eat Fried Worms. Do you remember that book? We'll get that in here, and we're doing Tasted Tuesday still. So
Are we?
Yeah. You want to eat some worms? I can get some worms. Go down to the old bait shop and get.
I mean,
you the
isn't that a caterpillar?
If I put-
Aren't I essentially eating a caterpillar?
Oh, it's a moth. But it's a little tiny. They're like that. They're larvae. They're not full. I don't know what the hell. I'm not a worm expert. I've never eaten the worm. Let's eat the worm. Let's call Benny's. There's another guest for you. Get them in here, and we want to eat the tequila worm. I will eat the worm in any bottle of tequila if you will eat an earthworm from the bait shop. Deal?
A deal. Off the hook.
All right. I'm serious.
Okay.
Get them in here and let's eat the worm. Well, we're having a great first day. I will tell you that. I look forward to many, many days of eating stuff that shouldn't be food with you. Leah says she missed the music, of course, and play Metallica Fuel, but you'll still get your Justin Bieber middays on Disco 102. So you get the
I
best
do
of
like
both
Justin
worlds.
Bieber, though.
Yeah, I have a Bieber T-shirt. One of our listeners gave me one, and
Do you?
I'll
So
wear it
does
from time to
Lester.
time. I'm not a fan, but I mean, I'll wear
See,
it.
I went and
It's-
saw him in concert.
It's a free T-shirt anyway. So, yeah, it's nice to have you rocking out again. So anyway, we were talking about the bottle of tequila with the worm in it, and we're trying to figure out what kind of worms we're talking about eating. And
I think I was eating a caterpillar this whole time.
somebody was suing because they found out it was moth larva. But how do you sue? I mean, if what you have too much spare time if you're suing because of what type
multiple.
of that's still a worm, isn't it, or a pupa? I don't know. Boomhauer says he knows what kind of tequila, what kind of worm is in the tequila. What were you saying?
A grub worm.
A grub worm. But a grub worm, what is a grub? Is that like a
Is that like an earthworm? Is that something I fish
a
with?
grub is like
It's just a short, fat worm. It's disgusting, but that's what it is.
What-
It
but-
looks nothing like a caterpillar.
but what does a grub become? Does it go in a like a pupa stage, or it's a
I
grub
don't know.
forever? We don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've
If I-
only dug them up and used them to fish with.
All right. Thanks for calling, man. Let's just drink the tequila and not
A
eat the
grub
worm.
becomes a beetle.
Yeah, see, so it's another larva. It's just like people are complaining about moth.
Larva.
Is there a specific worm that is supposed to be in tequila, and does this person have a case because it's moth larva, or is moth larva acceptable for tequila? And why is there a worm in there?
I never understood that. And like, are you wanting to get to the end of the bottle to drink it, or does that mean you lost?
Why? I'm Googling this. Why is there a worm? If you do that, I bet, in tequila, in mezcal. Why is there a worm in tequila? The legend of the worm started in the 1950s when a Mexican mezcal maker discovered a moth larva in a batch of mezcal. So that's what's supposed to be in there. This person
So they
that's
got
suing,
exactly what they want.
they got what they
Yeah.
should. This mezcal maker thought the worm's presence actually improved its taste. He placed a worm in each bottle as a marketing strategy. Over time, the manufacturer followed suit due to its popularity. So there you go.
Like, at what point are we just placing insects in other drinks and just saying?
Every time we're out and you're not looking, I'm going to throw a beetle in your Miller Lite. And there you go. 501 Club Party, come on out and see what bug Tom throws in your beer when you're not looking. It's a marketing ploy. It's weird the way people like do things because everybody else do. It's following the herd, or whatever. It's blindless following, and it's what got us here. Anyway, happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Happy first day of our show together.
9:26. We're eating worms soon.
Sunny today with a high near 48. Tonight, cloudy with a low of 30. And tomorrow, sunny with a high near 50. It is 35 in Wadsworth and 35 in Lake Forest. It is time for the 95 WIIL Rock Happy Hour News, correct?
Yes.
So I know that you're like in this new lovey-dovey relationship and it's really cute and everything, but some people...
It's annoying at
It
times.
is kind
when
of
people hear about- I
annoying.
get
It
that.
is.
But here's the thing.
I looked over at you
Yeah.
guys and you guys were like kissing
too
and I was
much.
like, oh, that's
too
cute.
much, and all on the Facebook, and I talk about her on the air,
yeah.
and I know it's too
It's
much.
cute.
But listen, I don't care.
No, you don't.
It's
and it's
gonna
fine.
be too much. I'm gonna be me. Life is too short to care.
I agree.
I
agree.
care about
but
her, and that's it.
we are celebrating 10 years married. And we've been together for...
That's the leather anniversary.
Is it?
Yeah.
10 is leather?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Bring it
making
on,
that,
baby.
I'm making that up. I say everyone is.
Everyone. Okay.
I want to make it to 11, though.
Do you? What's
No,
11?
if you want to make it to 11.
Oh, include the leather
Include
now.
the leather,
Gotcha. Some people, though, or couples, I should say, are sharing their unique rules in their relationship to keep
okay.
things going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is good. Write these down.
There's 10 of them. I'm not going to go through all 10, but I'm going to highlight a couple
These are
of the good ones.
All right.
You can only fight naked. So when things get heated, you have to strip down if you want to keep arguing.
Joel and I got into it, so send me this list.
You guys have fought before?
Oh, yeah. We fight about inconsequential stupidity. Just my inability to be, It's me. It's always me.
It's always
But
you.
I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
just
never the
saying that.
person.
No, I'm not saying that. It literally is me. I'm just a lot to deal with. So always fight naked.
always
I like
fight
this.
naked.
'Cause yeah, absolutely.
On-demand makeout sessions at
So
any
if you say,
time.
I want to make out.
Yep,
we're gonna
anytime.
make
I
out.
need 30 seconds,
I
and
love
they
this
give you
list.
30 seconds of uninterrupted kissing.
Right. That'll keep the spark going. And also, if you're going to fight, say, all right, but first we have to kiss. We're going to fight. First,
But
we
we're
have to
going to make
kiss.
out,
Yeah.
right?
I like that. And the third anniversary is leather. Leather will always help. 10th is aluminum. Congratulations.
What the hell
Enjoy
do I
your
get
anniversary.
Like
Enjoy
a
your
muffler?
No, it's 12-pack. Bush Light.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll
Natty
take it.
Light. A rack of
Natty
Natty
Ice.
Light. Yeah, there you go. Natty Ice. Yeah.
No checking in. Zero pressures to call or text when you're out of town or away all day. They're not allowed to get offended or upset.
I've been gone twice. I went to Daytona for Bike Week, and I went to Vegas for the radio thing.
Yeah.
And I did feel that pressure. I want to talk to her. I miss her when I don't talk to her.
Right.
But both those things, our schedules were so like out of whack,
Opposite,
and there
yeah.
was no. It was a challenge to check in with her, and I felt bad that I did. But I missed her. I wanted to, but I just so no pressure to check in.
No pressure to check in.
These are all good. I like all these so far.
Mid-argument, I love yous. If you need to storm out of a room, you have to say I love you first.
Absolutely.
And then the other one that I liked was whisper fighting. So when things get heated, you're only allowed to whisper.
Yeah.
It breaks the tension because it's hard to take yourself too seriously.
This is the only, because she's generally right.
I love that you admit that.
She is. And I am the
Most
problem.
of us are.
This is why I'm crazy about her, is she has been able to explain to me how I'm messed up I am to where I get it and I can work on improving it, whereas nobody's ever been able to. So I've apparently I'm Taylor Swift. I'm the problem.
You're the problem. It's
but
me.
she's
Hi.
the first person to ever be able to explain it to me in a way that I can. She's
get
very
it.
yeah. But
does she whisper
The
to
only
you?
issue for me is the delivery is off putting for me. So if she would whisper to me
Yeah.
instead,
She yells at you in lower cases.
not only would she be right, but I would not be put off by the tone or volume of. She doesn't really yell, but she gets, because I'm a lot. I really am. So
Tell me about it.
yeah, thank you, Leah. Welcome to your first and final day on the show. Can we post that list? Send me that
Yeah,
list.
I'll
and
send it to you.
We'll post it on the Morning Show Facebook page where you can see our beautiful new art as well. Thank you, Fernando. We appreciate that. It is 9:30. Coming up a little bit, we've also got the Weed It and Weep. That's on the way from WIIL Rock. Happy anniversary. So it's your anniversary. When is the actual day?
June 15th.
June 15th coming
Yeah.
up, and it's your 10th anniversary.
Their 10 year.
10
yeah.
year. When you made it past, they say like the 7-year itch or whatever. That's when people tend to like get bored and stray. And
Well, I mean,
and
I
all
didn't
that.
say I wasn't bored.
All right. A way to look out for problems is this list, and all the
Yes.
things that you mentioned, I think, are good
I do
things.
too.
So I'll post the complete list on the morning show page in a minute. Do you know? So you know what the first anniversary was? The traditional gifts, right?
No, because we don't do that.
It was paper.
Paper.
Yeah. You know what the 25th is?
Gold.
That's the 50th.
Oh.
Before you get gold, you get Tim. Do you know
Silver.
the 20 silver?
I was going to say diamonds. When do you get
That's
diamonds?
75th.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh, I
yeah,
am not making
yeah,
it to
yeah.
that.
How old were you when you got married?
25.
So you'd be
I have
100.
zero plans
You'd be
on making it to 100.
You're 100. You owes you diamonds.
Packed
You
a lot of years
You
in
enjoy
this.
the diamonds for 15 minutes. So first is paper. I always say it's leather because I think if you did leather every anniversary, I mean, I would be like, okay, whatever you say, poke me in the eye with a hot sharp stick. Sure. Thanks for wearing the leather. The second is fiber.
Who came up with this
Like
list?
Metamucil fiber?
Traditional.
Yeah, what
I
the
don't
hell?
know. I don't know. These are just Hallmark, and they want to
Okay.
sell you things. Fiber.
But what
So
kind of fiber does Hallmark sell?
I don't think it's Metamucil. I don't know.
How do you need more fiber?
There's, oh man, happy anniversary, babe. Man, that was some good Metamucil right there.
Fiber.
All right. Third is actually leather. So
Oh,
that was
early.
the one. You got to do it early so
Yeah.
she gets the leather and just
Before she falls apart.
Bring them up. Fourth is flowers. So fourth is about her. Then you did her flowers, which I've never gotten flowers. As a guy, I would like to get flowers. Tim, have you ever gotten flowers?
No, I
Where's
buy
that
them for my wife, and
Yeah.
then I end up taking care of them because she
Yeah.
just throws them in a vase and is like, I'm good.
You put the little food packet in there and give them
Put the
more
food
water and
packet in,
everything.
I trim the bottoms.
You know
I
what
was going to
else?
say I needed to lose my man card for wanting flowers. You need to lose your man card
for
for
keeping-
tending.
yeah, well.
For tending flowers.
If you don't have the stuff to put in for the flowers, you put an aspirin in.
All right, wrong show.
Oh,
Leah,
sorry.
that's when you were on 102. We're not doing flower talk here. We're
You
a
guys just
we just
were.
you
And
were
the
just
second I
happy
joined
that we
in.
played Metallica, and you're all right. How to tend your flowers.
Cures headaches and keeps your flowers fresh.
Fifth is wood. Sixth is candy. Seventh is copper or wood. Wood makes another return on the seventh. That's if you're not, getting bored.
And you can't find copper. Here's
eight-
another stick.
Eighth is bronze and pottery. I threw you a pot. No, you do the from Ghost. You do the-
Holding and the.
Yeah. Have you ever tried to make a pot? It's impossible.
It's not easy.
It turns out it's a blob with a hole in the middle, a divot in the middle. Eighth is bronze or pottery. I did that bronze or pottery. Ninth is just pottery. Get the bronze out of there. Pottery really hit. Aluminum comes in this year as 10th. So we decided she's getting him a rack of, what is it, Natty Ice?
Natty Ice, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Happy, and then he drinks the whole rack, and things just go crazy. I said rack. Steel, 11th, 12th, silk. 13th, lace, leather and lace. Then ivory, crystal, wax at the 16th.
Wax?
Yeah.
Like
I think
I'm
that's
getting waxed?
Candle wax, or you're getting waxed. Or
Some people pour it on you.
when you're
and-
together at the 16th year, she's cleaning your earwax out. Like in public, you'll see earwax hanging in my, and she'll clean
yeah,
it. She'll
yeah.
grab it and pull it out.
I
I'm
do
like,
that.
Wow, you love me. Furniture at the 17th. Now you've given up on romance. You're like, we need to furnish the house. 18th is porcelain, then bronze, then china. 25th is silver, pearl at the 30th, coral at the 35th, ruby at the 40th, sapphire at the 45th.
Coral.
50th is gold. They go to up to 60th is diamond.
Ah.
So 50th
Oh, I
is
might
gold.
actually make it to
this
60.
says 60th is diamond. I thought it was 75th. Yeah. So,
I might make it there.
so you'd be 80.
85.
You get diamonds at 85. So hang in there.
Yay.
Get yourself some leather. No, get a little leather and a little wax. It'll still be great. Even then. And maybe, I don't know, at 85, slap the leather on and see what happens.
Oh, could you
okay?
imagine?
I am
It's just
now, and
scrunched
I
up,
like
yep.
leather so much that I got to tell you, it's not bothering me. I like it. You have a picture of grandma in a bustier. My email is tom@95willrock.com. WIIL Rock Morning Show. That is Motionless in White. Tom and Leah here. There's your lineup, new lineup. Tim Vandertook as well. And we were talking about anniversary gifts. Leah's 10th is coming up, which is aluminum, sexy. But the one that got us was the second anniversary. I want to get married just for no other reason than to get to the second anniversary, which is fiber. Tim thought maybe it was Metamucil fiber, but
right.
no, it's. Well, but it'd be good to get to that one and go, yeah, babe, happy anniversary. Cranking out some gifts for you.
Is it internet?
It's like no, it's not fiber optics. Hey, babe, second anniversary. I got you lightning fast internet. You may now stream multiple high definition shows at the same time.
Separately too, two different rooms.
Yeah, you can go away from each other and watch your own shows.
I think that's what it is.
She loves the reality shows. I like something that actually it takes some thought. You know, like scripted or whatever.
Right.
Well, we got some fiber optics. We can both watch our. No, second anniversary is there's fights based on web speed and whatever. Like your kids will be playing again. Like, the internet's broken. The internet's what's wrong with the internet? They'll yell, and I'll go, do you want to know like theoretically or electronically? Because there are a lot of things people will say crap on there that they would never say in the real world. That's what's wrong with the internet.
Now I want to drink Metamucil while watching high-speed internet.
Right now we got it all figured. No, the second anniversary I looked it up is all about fiber or cotton. Representing the knit together relationship, nature of a relationship. You can get China tableware, like nice tablecloths, Red is the customary color associated with the second anniversary. Lily, traditional flower. So you get some red, like cotton, something or other.
This is the worst list ever.
Yeah.
I don't want any of these.
Just third, leather. That's it. That's my answer when somebody asks.
Leather.
What anniversary? 12th, leather. 18th, leather.
Leather.
73rd, leather. Little wrinkly, but still leather. Anyway, it's 9:42. WIIL Rock Morning Show. We got Weed It and Weep coming up next. Now, so since you're new here, Leah, I'm going to explain it to you. It started out the Weed It and Weep. The Weep part was in there. This is back when weed was illegal. And Duco was still our connoisseur, and we would do stories about where people had their weed like taken away from the cops, or it was. That's why Weed It and Weep.
I get it.
But as it became legal and more common, it evolved into just a story about weed, and now it's pretty much just a story about drugs. In one way or another.
Like the drug smuggling pigeon is back?
Right, like a kicker. Is that what you have?
Mm-hmm.
The drug smuggling pigeon sounds exactly like what we're looking for. You're doing a fine job.
Thank you.
On your first day. I can't wait till your second day, and I can get you some.
Buckle up, boys.
I can get you some fiber. Second anniversary tomorrow, 9:43.
Sunny today with a high of 48 tonight. Cloudy with a low of 30, and tomorrow sunny high of 50. It is 36 in Crystal Lake and 35 in Vernon Hills.
The drug smuggling pigeon
is back.
Yeah, back. And
baby.
And ready for more. Coming up next on WIIL Rock. I got a song for this.
You just have this in your back pocket?
It's on YouTube. You can get a song about anything on YouTube or on the Alexa. I don't say the full name
don't say
because
her.
people's will alert. I call it computer in here, but you get a song about anything. Tim, random noun or verb.
Random noun or verb.
Yeah, it's like doing a Mad Lib.
Wine cork.
Wine cork. That might be a tough one. Let's find out. Computer, play the wine cork song.
Here's Wine Cork Collection, 25 Years, by Jeannie B. ASMR on Amazon Music.
Wine cork.
Oh, it's ASMR.
What is that?
Someone who speaks really quiet.
Oh, yeah. I saw somebody talking about this the other day about how this is what they do to go to sleep.
It makes me nuts.
So there's not a song, but there is an
No.
ASMR about it.
Of course there is.
Yeah, wait.
Collecting for a long, long time.
All right, that's just creepy. But there's what you get when you say wine cork to that thing. But there's a song generally for anything.
But did you know about the pigeon song prior to?
It's Bird from Sesame Street.
Totally.
What kind of upbringing did you have? You don't know Sesame Street. Anyway, the drug smuggling pigeon or something.
Is back.
All right.
There are some things you only expect to hear about once, but this is the second time the pigeon has returned.
Oh, my God.
Authorities have caught this pigeon with a backpack full of drugs at a Canadian prison. The backpack on the pigeon caught inside of the institution in British Columbia was apparently made out of cut up jeans, and it was empty, which means
They got their drugs
they
out
got
of it.
their drugs, yeah.
Wow.
Or the bird was in training and
it
didn't actually have the drugs in the
was
bag
not
yet.
entrusted with the drugs
Not yet, which I don't blame them because the pigeon's been caught twice. Officers say they're seeing more drones being used to smuggle drugs into prisons, but pigeons seem to be making a comeback too because apparently they're smart.
For a while, pigeons were apparently being made redundant by a reduction in force.
Oh, yeah?
So even the pigeon workforce is going through what we went through here. There are pigeons
You know
that
how
are
it feels.
Yeah.
Replaced by drones.
Yeah,
How
being
dare
replaced
they?
by drones. This is just the world we live in.
Yeah.
So even drug smuggling pigeons had to worry about it but they're back.
They're back.
Yeah, well, I'm glad the pigeon is off the end. It's better than having to go do pigeon only fans, and be just an angry pigeon. I don't.
Stop.
That's all I.
Stop. Oh my gosh.
Make more money
So
there
do
than
I?
here.
Do I get up and do something
You put
right
the
now?
garbage can on the stool.
Get up.
Under the watch, I have a perfect week. Leah's perfect week, we'll call it, because
just
it's her
jinxed
first.
yourself.
It's her first week on the show, and I have a perfect. No, this garbage can. It's bigger. Take mine. You just made the target smaller. we need a round.
That's the garbage
like a-
can for my news.
Yeah, that's the news garbage can.
Yeah.
Log toss thanks to Kinnaman Accounting and Tax Service. You make the green, they count the beans. Brett Kinnaman throwing another $9.51 in the jackpot every Monday. It's getting up there. You can win the cash if you go to Win Stuff page at 95willrock.com. So it has to be against the wall.
Oh, okay.
And up against the sound tile.
So wait a second.
Push it all the way back and to the left, so it's like that sound tile and the wall are where it is.
But it's facing the right direction.
It's
right?
good. Yes, it is aligned properly, and it's on TomTube, so people will be able to see if I make it or not. And when I have a week where
Knock over pictures on the wall.
No, I have not. I've not broken anything. When I have a week where it's perfect, somebody wins the jackpot. We owe a jackpot, which I think we're going to pay off next week. It was over $1,000. That's how much I sucked. So wow, it's getting up there now. No, it's all the way against the sound tile. All the way against. It's against the wall. Now slide it to the left. That black thing with the Nerf hoop on it. All the
Oh.
way against. Thank you, Tim, for help. No. In the corner of the. I'm just going to get up now. All right.
You got to show us. I'm more of a visual person.
Visual learner.
Okay.
Oh, that way.
In there. So
Oh.
I kind of have a backboard and a sideboard.
Okay.
So
All
some
right. So
wedging
you're
needed
cheating.
to go on.
I don't know why it matters. I've been sucking so much, so I should probably just put it somewhere else. But here we go. Here we go. I've been sucking so much, so I should put it somewhere else. If somebody doesn't dub that off for a
I
sweeper,
already
don't-
did.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
And it's good.
Yes.
Yes.
Leah, you are 1 for 1.
Did you call bank, though?
Being here in the studio. It's not. We're not playing
not playing
horse.
pool.
It's not horse. It's not. Yeah, it's not call your shot and pool. There's 1, 4 more, and it's a perfect week, and I can stop sucking finally. Man, my jaw is sore. I've been sucking so much, so I should probably just put it somewhere else. But here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I've been sucking so much, so I should put it somewhere else. If somebody doesn't dump that off for a sweep. All right. So there's one day in the bag with the new lineup: Tom and Leah and Tim. Do we want to give an alphabetical grade or on a 1 to 10 scale? What do you guys?
I
want
don't care.
Give us an alphabetical grade.
C.
A C.
A C.
Okay, Tim.
Not even a plus or minus?
Just a straight up C.
Just a straight up C.
As a school, when I got a C, I was happy. I'm like, I
got paid for
I
those.
have passed. Right. Bar was low with our bar was low. You and I don't get along fine. The bar was low with our parents. Tim,
I was going to go with a C plus.
Yeah.
C plus.
I was going to say B minus. It feels good. Feels like there's potential there. So we'll have a short meeting, and tomorrow will be a C plus maybe. Did you get extra for a C plus? Did you make more money?
No more money. It's just C's across.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we get to a B at some point. I got 50 cents for you when we get out of here. There you go. Tim, thank you.
You're welcome.
Back tomorrow bright and early for Ticket Tuesday. Your chance to win all morning long. Handsome John Bang Betty Perry is going to come in and get a good solid D minus for you. No, it's all A's with him. That guy. Whoa, he knows his radio. 95 WIIL Rock, the rock station.
You are so fired.
I don't know why it matters. I've been sucking so much, so I should probably just put it somewhere else. But here we go. I've been sucking.